Move one of these for fun. It's one of those. It changes the brightness.
Yeah, they're pretty. Yeah, that tight end.
I know it was one of these, but I switched them. Maybe it's the way back one. Try that one.
Parsons. He was like the second rate recruit of the state.
Wow. So we can remember to do that too if we want to get him over here.
Really pretty much ensures that he's not going to see you.
Yeah, he's going to see you.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
Wow, they get a big player.
Well, they said that they've actually recruited well since Hawkins left. It's just that Hawkins is so empty with talent that that's why they're preaching. Give him 3 years.
I went to
So towards you, zoom out. Okay. So towards you is zoom out, towards me is zoom in.
I don't know if they go winless. I don't know how he survives, but I think if he got a win or two, that they'll keep him because it does sound like he got a couple of really good recruiting classes.
Okay. So if we're gonna go,
I don't know on their schedule where you see a win.
Maybe just go super together. You know what I'm saying? Just, I don't. There's gonna be a hit at you.
Yeah, and there's no reason to know this was the second mistake.
Yeah, that was embarrassing.
Yeah.
That was almost as bad as when we lost like Montana State too.
A while back when you were there.
That was when I was there. Yeah.
You don't just work exclusively with Woody anymore, huh? You see him very often? Did you? I haven't seen him in a while. Yeah. You're still working on the Brookfield office, though, right?
Yeah.
You're still there.
Yeah, that may be, honestly, that may be what happens this game is, I mean, you'll obviously talk and I'll chime in, but it may be hard too, so.
So yesterday, we bounced around where they were going to send Meade to Centaurs to back to here.
Yeah. I like that book on the website. They did a good job with that website.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
Well, you're on the internet right now, right?
Yeah.
Can you go to chassa.tv/legacy? I just kind of want to see if this is streaming like it should be. I'm going to go off.
What is it? /TV?
/legacy, chassa.tv.
I don't know. Their connection's not great, but
Yeah. CHSAA. Is it two? No, he's messed me up. It's 2 S or 2 A's. It's 2 A's, isn't it? Yeah, Athletic Association.
stuff.
And then it'll be that one on your left of the 3 that you can see there. Down.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yep, there we go.
You're looking live.
Do you happen to have volume turned on right now? I just wonder if they can hear it or not. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. So it's working.
Good.
Wait, so if it's like that, it's off. Oh, it must be. It's not hearing anything else.
So you guys, are you allowed to be homers?
To a point. We still have to be.
Because it's a Chassa thing?
Well, and that's not even the biggest reason why. I guess it's just because our coaches go through and review it afterwards and whatnot. And I actually coach the freshman team and teach at Legacy too, so I kind of get in trouble otherwise. So
Gillis isn't coaching this year, huh?
he's not. He kind of took a little bit of a year. He helps out. He definitely still helps out with me, but kind of took a year for some personal things. So He was there when I played too. He's a great coach. I love Gillis.
What's your name?
Nick Edwards.
Nick Edwards?
Graduated in 2007.
Yeah, I think I remember you.
You were that quarterback who just handed the ball off.
Oh, yeah.
Applehounds is a little stud.
Had some tough luck once he got to Mesa.
Yeah.
Got back to the kid, but still an awesome guy.
Grades though.
Well, and that wasn't even it. I mean, he broke his ankle.
Were you on the team that had a forfeit because?
No,
of,
that was the year before. Well, I mean, I was on the team, but I was
that
a
was the year
sophomore
before.
on the team. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That was a really good team.
Mm-hmm.
That was Noah Shepard was the
Yep.
quarterback, right? Yeah.
Noah, Mitch Griffin.
Yeah.
That was kind of good. That was a heck of a team, that's for sure.
You guys went. Did you lose to Ponderosa in the first round? Was that? Or no,
That
that
was
was
the year
the year
before.
before. Yeah, when Ponderosa.
And that was
going,
in the quarterfinals, I think.
Yeah.
Quarters.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was in summer.
when you had Cummins,
Mm-hmm.
Diesel.
Yep, that was my freshman year.
Yeah. That was a really good team too.
That was a great team. They had two great teams back-to-back years,
Yeah.
and the forfeit year was tough on them, obviously, and then year before was pretty solid.
And then you would have been gone the year that Costa's senior year, right? Or was that your senior year too?
Nope.
When
My junior year.
you guys had Kip Smith, the best kicker in the state.
Yep, that was
Missed
three
three field goals.
It was the same thing the year before, my senior year when we lost in the playoffs. He missed 2 field goals. Darrell Lynn, another backup kicker, she missed a field goal, and Dustin Moser missed a field goal. We had 4 missed field goals, lost by 2 to Northwood.
Gillis said that whoever was holding for Smith in the game they lost his senior year was pulling his hand away before he kicked it.
Really?
And that's why
Ball was falling over.
he missed all of them.
Because Kip went to UCLA originally, right? I think he still
No,
did.
he signed with Minnesota originally, and then
Oh, that's right.
Then he switched to UCLA. I haven't seen if he even played up there or anything.
I think he was playing because I remember watching a game and he missed a field goal, and then they put in the backup kicker, so he didn't actually get to play again. But
He's got some tough
there you go.
luck. That year, Costa's senior year, that team was good enough to get to the finals. The defense was at least. Bubbles wasn't the quarterback he was the year before, but that defense was freaking stout.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, even when I went to Legacy, it's always we either had a good offense or good defense. Like they never quite all clicked at the same
Yeah.
time, so it makes it a little bit difficult.
Well, the year before that year, when Bublitz was a junior, that offense looked pretty freaking good. They kept hitting that tight end slant. And you thought him coming back his senior year, they would have been awesome. He just never clicked.
You guys work for a newspaper?
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah, I'm with the Sentinel up here. And he's with Boulder, or the Broomfield Enterprise. Boco Press.
How many games do you guys usually go to in a week?
I
guess they only play on Fridays, right?
Oh yeah, no, they play Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I run 19 papers, so I only go to 1 game a week. But like my sports writers, they'll go to 6 or 7.
Very cool. We'll be able to see him. What is that they put on their helmets?
Is that a
It says lightning. Yeah,
Does it? Doesn't make any much sense if it's a clear decal.
you should put a Charger lightning bolt on it.
Thank you. I got to do this
That would
argument
be
before
cool.
he's about it. It's like, come on, do the light, because the Chargers, they have
Yeah.
that one where it's like the
Yeah.
faint white, and it'd be so cool. But no.
I'll tell Wayne.
cheerleaders. I guess palms, technically. Want to get technical? Ready? Better time, huh? Hold on.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another installment of Legacy Lightning Football. We're at North Stadium here in Westminster. Looking forward to another great night of Legacy football. Tonight we're facing off against the number 2 ranked Chapparel Wolverines. This definitely stands to be a big test for the Lightning, but I know in talking to Voorhees during the week, they are ready for action. Kick is deep into the end zone and will be a touchback. Lightning will start at the 21. Patrick Medina, the senior quarterback, runs out to lead this week's offense. Patrick and Steven Yoshihara, number 12, shared duty last week for the Lightning. Let's check that. That's number 10, Steven Yoshihara. Shared duty last week. We'll see how that plays out this week.
Yeah, you can pretty much bet the Legacy's going to stick to the game plan of just running power football. Seems to be what Voorhees likes to do. They got a great running back in Fidel Paris. And as I say that, they open up the game with the pass.
Completed on the left side to number 87, Patrick Matthews. Ball comes out. Ball's on the ground, but it does look like we have signaled he was down before the fumble came out. It'll be 1st and 10, Legacy from the 30-yard line. Definitely like to see that passing game clicking to start. That's pretty nice. 1st and 10, little pitch and catch. Nothing wrong with that. Come out again here in a split set. 2 receivers to each side. Medina in the gun. The give is to Fidel Paris. Nice 4-yard gain there. Bring up 2nd and 6 for the Lightning. Well, as you can see, they definitely have quite the stout defense for Chapparel. Got quite a few big players. Number 75, Isaac Hernandez. He's a senior as well as a captain for the Wolverines out there. I know in talking to Coach Voorhees during the week, that is definitely a big key and someone that they will make sure as an offense they have an eye on and are always accounting for. Split set once again, 2 to each side. Give is on the outside to Fidel. Looks to find a seam. 1st down past the 45-yard line, and that Lightning offense is absolutely clicking. It's what you like to see to start the game if you're the Legacy coaching staff.
Yeah, their offensive line's going to have to be aggressive because that Chapparel defensive line is big, for sure.
He'll definitely fly around, as well as number 42. He's a big playmaker come for the Chapparel defense. Number 42, R.J. Martin. He's a junior, 6'1", 245. Big playmaker for that team. That defensive line occupies a lot of the O-linemen and allows him to run around free and make some plays. Inside give once again. Ball is on the ground. And it looks like Patrick Medina is hurt. Time is on the field.
Definitely looks like a lower leg injury for the quarterback. Maybe an ankle.
Does not look good. Good to see him pop up quickly. But it does not look like he is putting any weight on that right leg. Definitely not good to see if you're that Legacy Lightning.
I would venture to guess you will probably not see him the rest of the game. But it is hard to speculate without knowing exactly what's wrong with him.
Well, it's tough. You don't like to see the injury or the fumble, but the Lightning had a little bit of momentum going into that. It'll be interesting and noteworthy to see how they respond from here. Chapparel takes over at the 45-yard line. Legacy defense will take the field. Fullback set here. Give is on the inside. Lightning defense there. Able to make a play behind the line of scrimmage. Probably a loss of 1. Number 12, Max Coons, is the quarterback for the Chapparel Wolverines. He is a senior, 6'4", 205. Number 3, Zach Guy, a 5'11" senior, is the running back. Draw inside to him, and he has stood up at the line, maybe a gain of 1 or 2. Brings up a 3rd and 9 for the Chapparel offense. Lightning defense has definitely responded in those first 2 plays since the fumble and injury. This will be a big thing. Last week there was quite a few situations against Broomfield in 3rd and long where they were unable to get off the field. This will definitely be a key to the game for the Lightning defense. Coons' little rollout. Ball out of his hands, completed, but looks like short of the first down. Down to the 36-yard line. That's number 80, Mitch Parsons. Also a big playmaker for the Chapparel Wolverines. He's a senior, 6'4", 240. 4th and 1 for the Chapparel, and no hesitation at all. Looks like they're lining up and going for it. Huge initial stand here for the Lightning. Let's see if they can hold them. Give up the middle, and he has a first down and more. Number 33 into the end zone, and that is 6-0 Chapparel. Well, it's tough to be put in those situations as a defense. You never like to have those quick, sudden changes, but Lightning were able to respond for a while, but it wound up giving up the score. Definitely not the way you want to start the game if you were the Lightning tonight. Number 27, Sawyer Edwards on for the extra point. Up and good. 7-0 Wolverines. Well, you know, the good thing is that your backup coming in, like we talked about earlier, number 10, Steven Yoshihara, not only has game experience, but he has that confidence of the rest of the Lightning team. You know, we talked about it in weeks past. That's the benefit of having 2 senior quarterbacks out there that have been in your program and been around for quite a while. So hopefully he's able to step right in and build off some of the success he had last week. Get this offense moving again. Kickoff is deep into the end zone. That'll be non-returnable as well. Bring it out to the 20-yard line. Obviously, in high school rules, if the ball travels past the goal line, it is unreturnable and it's automatically brought out to the 20. Once again, the Lightning offense onto the field. Looking to build off the early momentum they had in that last drive. 1st and 10, split receivers, 2 to each side. Number 14, Travis Baum in motion. The snap, the give to Fidel. Gains just a couple. Looks like there was a bit of some trip up in the backfield. He was able to still manage and get a couple few yards, though. Brings up a 2nd and 9. Brings up 2nd and 9 for the Lightning here. Split set once again. 2 tight ends in the game. A bit of movement up front. Passes on the outside. Number 19, get upfield. Gain of about 5 or 6. That ball is completed to number 19, Mitch McCall. It's one of those senior playmakers that the Lightning look to get quite a bit from this game. Had a couple of touchdowns in the first week. Looking to build off that success once again. Bring up a 3rd and 2 for the Lightning. This is a huge play right here, given all the extracurriculars that have happened to this point. Split wide receivers once again on that right hash. 3rd and 2. The give is to Fidel. He breaks a tackle into the open, about a gain of 7. That's a great pickup right there by the Lightning. Out to the 36-yard line. Obviously, the Lightning want to repeat the success they had week 1 running the ball with Fidel Paris, having over 200 yards rushing. That was stifled a little bit against Broomfield, where he was limited to just under 100, I believe. So the Lightning definitely think the recipe for success is establishing that run game early and often. 3 wide receivers set to the wide side here. Motion number 19. Snap. Ball's out of the hands. Completed. Number 5, Mike Straffus, breaks a tackle. Looks like another Lightning first down. And this is what we talked about for a little bit, Chris. It's great to see, Yosh able to step in, and it's like this offense doesn't even miss a beat. If anything, they're hucking the ball around a little bit better.
Well, that's what Legacy offense is going to have to do, because this Chapparel team is just physically bigger than them, so it's in the Legacy's favor to kind of keep the defense reacting instead of attacking, and they're going to be able to do that because they know they want to run the ball, so throwing a few passes, and they can maybe catch Chapparel defense sleeping a few times.
Absolutely. Once again, 3-man set to the wide side here. Bomb in motion. Ooh, incomplete pass there, but there is a flag on the play. Possibly be an unsportsmanlike conduct there.
Just drilled the wide receiver after the ball went by.
We'll see what the actual call is. As it stands right now, it would be 2nd and 10 from the 49. But the Chapparel defense looks like they understand what's in the cards, and they're backing up right away. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness is the call. Bring up 1st and 10 for the Lightning. Move the ball down to the 34-yard line of Chapparel here.
That's a spot foul. No, it's 15 yards.
Yeah, they were at the 49. 1st and 10 here for the Lightning. 3 to the wide side here. 2 tight ends in the game. The give is to Fidel. Pushed in the backfield, able to make a couple miss. Gain of 1 or 2. That's a tough 1 or 2 yards right there. That's entirely on Fidel. It got stretched and stretched and stretched, and he was still able to make something out of nothing.
Yeah, when your offense is committed to the run, you're going to have a lot of ugly plays, but that's all right. You're going to have to just keep pushing, keep
pushing, keep trying it, and it will eventually pay off. Second and 9 from the 33-yard line here. Lightning split, 2 to each side. Yosh in the shotgun. Give up the middle. Fidel, good hole. Passed into the second level. Down past the 20-yard line. That's a great push by that offensive line right there. We'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Lightning. First and 10 from the 18, it looks like. This is definitely good to see not only that run game working, but like we've talked about, able to sprinkle in a few passes here and there. Both those quarterbacks are able to give it to you. Looks like we're getting a power set here. Got Sky McQuee and Jake Bublitz in the backfield. This is a power set for the Lightning. Looks like there's penalty flags.
movement on the offense. It's about the only thing they would throw a flag for before the play even starts, or delay a game.
Well, but looks like Chapparel is moving, so offsides. The Lightning will definitely take it. In high school, offsides or encroachment by the defense is a dead ball penalty, unlike pro sports. You see that often where the offense is able to get a bit of a free play in essence when the defense shoves off sides. Not in high school. It's just an automatic 5-yard penalty. That'll bring up a 1st and 5 from the 13 for the Lightning. That jumbo set once again.
Pretty safe that they're going to be running the ball here. It's a pretty good guess.
And as you say that, we get the pass. Ball up top to Mitch McCall. Incomplete. I'll tell you, number 4, Roman Yancey, a senior for the Chapparel Wolverines, made a good play on that ball right there. It'll bring up a 2nd and 5. The good thing is with that penalty and where you are right now, 2nd and 5 is no worse than 1st and 5, really. That penalty gives you the first 5 yards, and you'll absolutely take a shot. Nothing wrong with that play call right there. 2nd and 5 from the 13 once again for the Lightning. Back in that jumbo set. McCall to the boundary. Straffus to the wide side. And the snap and the give is to number 15, Jake Bublitz. Definitely moves the pile in the opposite direction, but met at the line of scrimmage. Gains about 1 or 2 on the play. Number 44, Keenan Fosh, a linebacker for the Wolverines, loses his helmet. And it's her high school rules this year, must leave for 1 play. That'll bring up a 3rd and about 3 for the Lightning. In that jumbo package once again, McGwee and Bublitz still in the game. The toss is to Fidel on the right side, and he is met and stuffed short of the 1st down.
The Chapparel defense is super disciplined. They don't over-pursue, and they know what's coming, and Legacy's got to keep mixing it up, or Chapparel's going to eat them alive all game.
Well, it'll bring up a 4th and 4 here for the Lightning. Looks like the team is staying on the field. This is a bold move by Wayne Voorhees. I think with kind of the way that things are going, he's willing to roll the dice right now.
So you're looking for some confidence. You're looking for something to be able to build on going forward, and this is definitely it. Show you got the confidence in your team to get the job done.
4th and 4. Snap. The give is to Luke Bublitz once again, and it looks like he has enough for the 1st down. Great play there by the offensive line, and that is just how not to be stopped right there. Well done, number 15, Jake Bublitz. He's also one of those senior playmakers for the Lightning. He plays both ways, as anchors down that defense at the middle linebacker spot, and as well in certain situations will come in and play the running back for us. That'll bring up a 1st and goal from about the 6-yard line for the Lightning. This would be a great way to kind of right the ship and get things going back in your way. Jumbo set once again. The snap, looking to throw. Outside, number 19, Mitch McCall, stopped short. Completed. About the 1-yard line, it looks like. It's an interesting call. For the most part, you don't run routes that don't get you into the end zone, but, you'll take it, I guess. Get you down for 2nd and 1 from the 1.
That was a good job by Yosh, though. He definitely went through all his progressions. He only had one guy open, and he hit him. Obviously, you'd like the receiver to be able to kind of stretch the ball across the line, but second and 2 from the 2-yard line.
That was McCall again.
Okay. Thanks.
Back in that jumbo set once again. 2 backs, 2 wide receivers. This is definitely where when you're in the shotgun, you like to see sometimes down here. It's tough to get the ball in the end zone. Toss is on the right side to Fidel. Looks like he's going to come up short again. 3rd and 1 for the Lightning here. Huge couple of plays. It seemed like to get 40, it wasn't a big deal, but to get these final 5 has been a tough duty for the Lightning today.
The field gets smaller, so you got a lot less room to work with.
Absolutely. They'll bring up 3rd and 1 once again from the 1-yard line. They'll stay in that jumbo set. Yosh scanning the defense, barking out the signals. The give is to Jake Bublitz.
Looks like he cried.
Wait for the call here. Of course, the Lightning are saying they scored, and of course, Chapparel saying they're short. And the only call that matters is the Zebras, and they go with short. Bring up a 4th and inches, seemingly. And not to be outdone, the Lightning offense is back out there once again. They're going to make that great 4th down call again. We'll see if it pays off. That Lightning faithful is going crazy here at North Stadium. Yosh barking out the signals. And you
False start.
false start number 11 by McGwee. That's definitely not what you can have right there.
Definitely flinched a little bit, a little over anxious.
Bar kick.
Now they're bringing out the field goal kicker after that penalty. Take the points.
Well, it's tough, from the inch-yard line. If you don't get it, you put the defense or the offense in a tough position the next play. So it's almost a worthwhile gamble. When you back it out to the 6, that makes it a little bit tougher decision. Number 14, Travis Baum, holds both duty as a wide receiver and as kicker, steps onto the field. Closer to the right hash here. The snap is up. Kick is up and good. Not exactly the result you want if you're the Lightning, but nonetheless, you will take points here. That's a job.
That was a long, methodical drive. If nothing else, at least you kind of gave your defense a chance to rest, kind of regroup. Coaches can go over a little bit of strategy change there so they don't give up another long run. So all in all, the offense definitely did its job.
Absolutely. One thing, just an update for you viewers at home. Checking the sidelines, and I do not see number 7, Patrick Medina. I know they were doing some work on him beforehand. Before that drive began, he tried a little bit of jogging, and it appears that he is into the locker room right now. So, barring any unexpected or miraculous comebacks, you'd expect the number 10, Stephen Yosh, is going to handle duty from here on out. Which, like we've talked about, is not a confidence cracker when it comes to this Lightning offense. Number 14, Travis Baum, on to kickoff for the Lightning. Got number 1, Brandon Malone. He's a wide receiver for the Wolverines, back deep to return. He is their lone returner. You'd like to see Travis do his job here and just put it into the end zone and not even make it matter. Once again, from high school, they kick the ball off from the 40-yard line. Travis Baum is ready, and the kick is up. It's a short one.
Definitely going to be
Ball's on the
returned.
ground.
Uh-oh.
Big return, a lot of space for the Chapparel Wolverines there. Not exactly what you're looking for if you're the Lightning special teams unit there.
Well, that's why kicking into the end zone is so important. Kind of
Absolutely.
take that facet of the game out, and you pay for it if your special teams is not
return.
good enough at that particular moment.
Absolutely, and you've seen it both times for the Lightning when they've started drives. They've had no choice but to take it at the 20 and call it good. There's nothing wrong with that, but you look at the numbers. Every time you start at the 20 or less, just decreases your chance of actually scoring a touchdown for that drive. When you're starting drives at the 45, you're in a good place if you're an offense. One tight end of the game, Twins to the far side here. Got a fullback in the game as well. It's a rollout to the left side. Max Kuhn's working and he will be harassed and taken down in the backfield. There is a penalty flag on the play.
What's that?
11 and 45, that's that.
Yeah. What was the flag?
Number 11, Skylar McGwee in on the tackle. He's one of those defensive playmakers for the Lightning. He is also a captain.
Sack is negated, though, by a personal foul face mask on the defense.
Yeah, so he gets a loss back to.
Personal opinion, I feel like that was a
42.
wrong call. It looked like he more got him around his shoulder pads, but not all of them get it right. And nonetheless, it's about safety, I suppose, so it'll bring it out to the Lightning 43. Tough call, but you expect your boys to go out there and keep battling nonetheless.
I didn't know they were the face mask at all.
The NFL replacement.
Two running backs in the backfield, one tight end. Straight drop back, ball's out of his hand, completed over the middle. That's number 80, Mitch Parsons, once again, as we've talked about. He's a big playmaker for the Wolverines. Definitely expected to make impressions at the next level as well. I know that he's in conversations with CU, among other D1 schools, looking to take his talents, proverbial, to South Beach.
And he is every bit of 240 from up here. That's what it looks like.
Roll out, ball's into the flat, completed. Runs over number 25 for the Lightning there. That is Chase Cavill. And that'll be enough for a Wolverine first down.
18. Compared to the 27, so
It'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Wolverines at the 27-yard line. You'd like to see Legacy be able to make a stop here, get that offense back on the field, and hopefully keep the momentum going that they had before.
That looks like the end of the first quarter there, so they'll switch sides.
All things said, I would think that the Lightning would say they're relatively okay with having the early turnover, a lot of offensive success. And as a defense, though, they haven't really been able to put together a series yet and get a stop. So we'll see how the Lightning respond moving forward in the game. But I would say 7-3, taking into account that injury, Lightning are feeling all right with themselves right now. We'll bring the ball to the 27 for the Wolverines when we get things going back again. Excuse the shaky camera. A little bit of movement up here in the tight boxes at North Stadium. Returning to action, though, in the second quarter. 1st and 10 from the 27. 2 tight end set, 1 running back. Going to go ahead and bring number 80, Mitch Parsons, in motion. Give is up the middle. They'll take 4 or 5 on the play. Met by a whole batch of Lightning.
Part of that 9:59 rule that we talked about last game.
Absolutely. Still an emphasis week in and week out for that Lightning defense. 90% or 9 defensive players within 5 yards of the ball 90% of the time. I know that's something defensive coordinator John Gordon stresses week in and week out. 2 running back set here. 1 tight end of the game. Straight drop back. Ball's out of the hands. Completed on the right side. That's good enough for a Wolverine first down out to about the 11 or 12-yard line. Well, we've talked about it a couple of times with the Lightning. At this point, you don't know what Chapparel's going to throw at you, whether you're going to get the run or the pass, and they're mixing it in very well right now, keeping that Lightning defense off track.
Yeah, they're making the defense react instead of attack, which is exactly what you want as an offense. If you're a Lightning fan, you'd like to see a little bit, perhaps maybe a little more blitzing or something. Give the defensive line a break. I mean, the Chapparel offensive line is definitely bigger than they are, so you'd like to be able to mix it up and get pressure.
Stretch it to the outside. Hopefully you have linebackers there. He gets to the outside, steps inside, and you have a touchdown Wolverines. It's number 33, Zach Guy, once again. He has both the touchdowns for the Wolverines now. Once again, you seem like you're in pretty decent position for the Lightning. You're stretching it to the outside, and then no one's able to step up and make the play for you there. But with plenty of time left to go in the second quarter, you hope that Lightning offense can go out there and respond. Not to be outdone if they can go and block the kick right now. Kick is up, and to no avail, it is good.
And that guy was probably, he was close like 6 feet to blocking that. He almost had that.
Right there. We'll get it when we need it, I suppose. It'll bring up a 14-3 score right now with 10:51 left in that second quarter. Plenty of time, obviously, to go do something if you're that Legacy Lightning offense. Let there be light. Number 27, Sawyer Edwards, once again, will handle the kicking duties for the Wolverines. Got number 25, Chase Cavill, and number 22, Drew Hebel back to return for the Lightning.
Yeah, and if you're the Lightning here, coming up on this next offensive possession, you can't really lose sight of your game plan. I mean, you came in with the game plan. Obviously, you're down. It's not how you wanted it to go. But just keep running the ball. That's what you do best. So,
kick is short. Would have been returnable, but it looks like there is a stop in play. I don't see any penalty flags, though. There was one, apparently, and it's a false start on the Wolverines, so that'll back it up. You would hope that this would give the Lightning an opportunity to actually have a returnable kick once again. Like I said, that kick was going to be returned by number 25, Chase Cabell, so you could only imagine with the extra 5 yards, the same result would be likely. Now from the 35, Sawyer Edwards is lining it up. Looks like the team is ready as he approaches. The kick is up. It's a low boomer. Stay out of the end zone. He's able to do so. He's going to be taken down. Nope. Still on his feet.
That's a solid
Takes it out
return.
past the 25-yard line, and we have another penalty flag on the field.
Probably a holding, if I had to guess, on the Legacy Lightning.
Hey, don't you say that. Ball out to the 27 for the Lightning. We'll see what the penalty's all about and if it stands. Looks like they're backing them up.
Holding or block in the back is usually what happens on kickoffs.
Black in the back is exactly what the call is. That'll back the Lightning up. Even worse field position than the 20. It'll drop in at the 17-yard line. Nonetheless, the Lightning will look for a return here. 1st and 10. 3-by-1 set to the left side here. Bomb split wide. Snap is to Yoshihara, looking deep. Number 19, Mitch McCall, catches the ball. Looks like he might have had enough for the first down with forward progress. Will be right at the mark. I'll be honest, this is some of the best that I think we've thrown the ball and most intent we've had when it comes to wanting to throw the ball as a Lightning offense here.
Yeah, we talked about it earlier. Sometimes you gotta, they obviously wanted to run the ball and they're not having as much success as they would like, so you gotta sometimes mix it up a little bit and throw it. And we talked about it. Yosh is obviously more capable of throwing the ball, so let him have it and see what he can do.
Absolutely. That'll bring up a 1st and 10 for the Lightning from the 29. McCall in motion. It gives up the middle to Fidel. A little bit of a hole. Looks like he'll manage 5. Nice solid run here. A lot of like we just talked about, when you're going back and forth with the run and the pass, as a defense, you're not exactly able to get comfortable out there. So I think it's a great thing for the Lightning right now. We'll bring up 2nd and 5 from the 35-yard line. Mitch McCall is going to spread to the wide side here. Yosh in the shotgun. The snap. Ball's out of his hands. Completed once again. Number 14, Travis Baum on the reception. Out to about the 47-yard line. This offense is very much so clicking, especially that pass game right now.
14, okay. Yep.
Bring up 1st and 10 on that right hash for the Lightning. Things are definitely moving. You'd like to see this continue. 3 wide receivers split to the left side here. 1 running back once again with Fidel, Yosh in shotgun. Matthews in motion. The give is up the middle to Fidel. That's a tough 2 yards there. 2 or 3 on the carry. Looks like he makes it out to right about the 49 and a half. Almost to Chapparel territory.
Get 2 or 3 on the 3. He's passing along.
Going to bring up a 2nd and long 7 here for the Lightning. The way that they've been mixing up the run and the pass, I don't even know what to say they're about to do.
Pass play, 50 yards, touchdown.
Well, they need 51. So you got 3 wide receivers to the left side here. Matthews in motion. Will balance it up 2 by 2. The snap and the give to the outside. Looks like Fidel will pick up another tough 2 or 3 on the play out into Chapparel territory, probably to about the 48-yard line. Bring up a 3rd and 5 here for the Lightning. Okay.
Yeah. No, for sure we would do it at halftime.
Once again, 3rd and 5 for the Lightning here from the 48. 3 wide receivers on this left side. Straff is spread wide. Bomb in the split. Ball dropped there by number 87, Patrick Matthews. No, Patrick would like to have that one back. He might have been a little short, but if he's able to tuck his shoulder in and get upfield, you never know what could happen.
Must be covered fully family.
Yeah.
It must be a new PA guy.
Patrick may have a little bit of the jitters. He is not the normal starting tight end for the Legacy Lightning. He's filling in for Aaron Edwards until the halftime, and then you will see Aaron Edwards back on the field.
Number 87, Patrick Matthews does get a decent amount of playing time at another position on the offense as the H wide receiver, so he's definitely not unaccustomed to being out there for the Lightning, and I know that they have a lot of faith for him. Hopefully the Lightning can get down there and cover that up. It just sneaks into the end zone. What a great kick there by Travis Baum. The punt team didn't really seem to know where that ball was, because if they were, they would have been able to put the Chapparel Wolverines in a tough position. But instead, they're going to bring the ball out to the 20-yard line.
We're out there with Nick.
You definitely can't ask for much more better punt than that. Punter did his job.
So that was a pretty good game.
Just an update for you folks at home. Just for the first time, seeing Patrick Medina back on the field. Shoulder pads off, and he is definitely on crutches. Doesn't look good for the senior quarterback, but we can only speculate at this point what happened. Hopefully things are okay. Pressure on the quarterback. He's able to evade the rush. Deep ball. Completed to number 80, it looks like. That's one of those plays that a veteran quarterback will go out and get for you there. You got number 12, Max Coons, out there making big plays. He should have been sacked in the backfield there by McGuee, but he's able to evade the rush, make a play, and get some yards for
Able to
his
extend
offense.
the play. That's definitely right. That's absolutely what he did right there, and it obviously worked for about a 35-yard gain, or almost a 30-yard gain for the Chapparel offense.
Into a power set here, gives to the outside, cuts back, gains about 7 on the play. That Chapparel offense is really having it however they would like right now.
Yep.
They'll bring up a 2nd and 7 for the Chapparel Wolverines. Looks like there's a timeout. Lightning. They're going to go ahead and discuss everything that's going on. So we'll take this time to go ahead and go to a commercial break, our first of the evening.
Chupa chupa ooh. Chupa chupa ooh. Chupa chupa ooh.
At Silverfire Motors, we are laser focused on providing a precise, transparent buying experience for all of our customers. And now, you can lease a 2011 Ford Escape for only $299 a month.
Chupa chupa ooh. Chupa chupa ooh.
Why is he wearing a cape?
Thinks it makes him putt better.
He's gonna need a lot more than a cape.
Oh, zippity.
Back to the action here at North Stadium. After the Lightning timeout, all the coaches have gotten the talking done that they needed. Bring up a 2nd and 7 from the Lightning 45.5-yard line. Chapparel has 2 tight ends in the game, 1 single back. Wide receivers split on each side. Coons takes the snap, play action fake. Ball completed. Number 80 once again on the reception.
4 guys to take him down.
Mitch Parsons on the play. Once again, 6'4", 240 tight end for the Wolverines. Seems to be a pretty good connection right now. The Coons to Parsons show. We have 2 veteran seniors like that, both very talented players.
14.
No.
That's definitely the type of results you'd like to see from those 2 if you're the Wolverines. Obviously not for us as Legacy Lightning faithful. 2 wide receivers split here. The give is to Zach Guy. Able to make 1 guy miss. Works to the outside. Break a couple more tackles.
That's unfortunate for the Legacy Lightning defense. They definitely had him in the backfield for about a 1 or 2 yard loss, but were unable to make the tackle.
Well, that seems to be becoming the story right now for the Lightning. It's not something you like to see. Getting in the right places, but just not able to finish things. Especially when you're down at this point, 14-3 as the Lightning are. You're looking at this drive and hoping that you can get a big stop from the Lightning defense, get that offense back on the field. As it is, just over 6 minutes left to play in the half here. One tight end in the set, two wide receivers split to the wide side and a fullback. Got a quick pass, bubble screen here. Lightning able to make a tackle on the first play. That's number 15, Jake Bublitz, blowing it up. Gain of about 5 there, though. Still quite a few yards if you're that Lightning defense.
Chapparel's doing a hell of a job of really mixing it up. Short passes, long passes, runs, hitting tight ends, receivers. They really do have the Legacy Lightning on their heels right now, and you know defensive coordinator Gordon is kind of racking his brain right now with what to do.
Oh, in these instances, it's not even necessarily what you call. You got to be able to make the big plays when they're there to be made.
Oh, nice.
Right there, number 22, Drew Hebel. Picking up exactly where he did last week. Last week against Broomfield, he faced another highly touted wide receiver for the Eagles. And Drew Hebel definitely brought his A game, and it looks like that has not changed into tonight's game. That's a great deflection by the junior corner right there.
Just little plays like that, too, that's kind of what you're looking for. Maybe something to spark the defense, maybe get a quick turnover, anything like that.
Absolutely. You want something to go your way, get the momentum going back again. Whether that's a big sack with a fumble, whatever the case may be, you need something to go right if you're the Lightning here. 3rd and 5, looking to pass once again on the slant, incomplete. Drew Hebel once again all over it. Max Kuhn's not exactly the best ball right there, definitely thrown into coverage. He doesn't want that special teams unit to come on, begging the coaches not to do so, but they will send him out anyway. Well, I think it's a safe choice if you're the coaches here too. You got a lead.
That's a victory for
You
Legacy.
got the lead, and there's no reason to try to not at least walk away with some points.
Absolutely.
Your defense is playing well. Legacy obviously is trying to score, so.
So it'll be a 29-yarder.
Number 27, Sawyer Edwards once again on for the kick. Like we were just talking about, hopefully that Lightning special teams unit can have something good go right for him here. The kick is up though.
Oh, good.
Drilled it right down the middle.
Good.
And with just under 5 minutes to play here, the Lightning will look to get something done before the half on offense. We'll go ahead and take this opportunity to get another commercial coming in your way, thanks to our sponsors at Siltahar Motors.
At Siltahar, we just love our tour time. What's up, Jack?
We have Volvo XC60 T6 all-wheel drive for only $449 a month, Bo.
Now, does that include safe and secure?
Yep, 5-year, 50,000-mile warranty, including maintenance and wear items like brakes.
Wow, $449 a month and safe and secure for a new Volvo XC60.
What's your favorite part of the tour, Bo?
The celebration!
Back here at North Stadium, Drew Hebel, Chase Cabell back to return for the Lightning. The kick is up, possibly returnable. It's Cabell on the return, working to the left side. Is he going to be able to outrun? A couple of stiff arms and not able to get back to the 20-yard line. Once again, we've talked about it and hit on it a couple of times. Definitely field position battle right now is being won by the Wolverines. You know, we had an opportunity to down a punt deep and really make the Wolverines back it up a little bit, and they were unable to do so. You look to go for it on 4th and inches if you're the Lightning, and you have a procedure penalty, takes you out to the 6. Little things like that you just can't have happen when you're playing against one of the best teams in the state. And unquestionably, Chapparel is one of those. Nonetheless, the Lightning will look to make something happen here with under 5 minutes. Definitely plenty of time to get something accomplished, get into the end zone. Wide receiver split here. Gives up the middle to Fidel Paris. Gain of 1 or 2.
Definitely seemed like the way the Chapparel defensive line shifted right there, right before the ball was hiked, that they almost knew exactly what play was coming.
Well, sometimes as a defensive coach, you're able to make the right call for the right situation.
Well, you can bet that Chapparel has a pretty good, they watch a lot of film, so.
2 wide receivers in the game for the Lightning here. Double tight end set. Snap is to Yosh. He's looking to pass. No one open. Lots of time, able to finally get rid of it. Great job by the offensive line there. Only a gain of about 5 for the Lightning, but Yosh had all day. And even more so, that's pretty impressive that he's able to take his time, keep his composure in there, and make a big play. That's great stuff.
Was the guy who came on. Well, if you both say 28, it must be true.
It's 88. 28's a running back. 88's playing. He's a backup wide receiver. Got Mitch McCall and Travis Baum split wide to the wide side of the field here. Baum in motion. Looking for the snap. Pressure in the face of Yosh there. Has to unload the ball.
The receiver was open, but was not really expecting the ball there.
Not on the same page for the Lightning, and that'll bring up a 4th and 5. Lightning will have to punt. And that's definitely not what you're looking to do. Now you give the ball back to the Chapparel offense that has been clicking all night. Give them the opportunity with just under 3.5 minutes left to play still to go out there and make a play.
Yeah, the offense did not even really take that much time off the clock there, so Chapparel will have plenty of time to work with. We do have a flag here, though, before the punt.
Can only hope for a delay of game. Fantastic. That'll be a first down for the Lightning. We will take it, absolutely. 1st and 10 for the Lightning, and they'll get another opportunity still with about 3.5 minutes left to play, nonetheless.
Illegal substitution.
This could be the break that the Lightning have been looking for.
Well, once again, sometimes you just need something to go right for you. You just got to feel, you had a pretty striking injury to start your game. You had the quick turnover to go along with that. Things haven't exactly went the way that you'd want if you're the Lightning today. Maybe this is the type of thing to flip that momentum and have some good things happen. It'll bring up a 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line for the Lightning here. Snap is to Yosh. Ball is deep, going to the right side. Out of bounds, but there is a penalty flag.
Chapparel defender there.
Chapparel sideline is not happy with that call, and we'll see if that is the case with a pass interference. They're taking some time to discuss this one, though.
Could be one of those questions of was the ball catchable to begin with.
Well, the Lightning don't seem to be hesitating one bit. They've already moved on up, but as they back it up, looks like it might not be the case. Perfect, and the Lightning will take it. Moving up from the 36-yard line. Could be maybe a little bit of a questionable call, but once again, the Lightning will absolutely take it. 15-yard penalty will bring the Lightning out to the 46-yard line. Just over 3 minutes and 18 seconds to play. The Lightning still have a great opportunity to get something done and get the ball in the end zone before halftime. Again, the ability to just go in with a little bit on a high note and go into that halftime with a positive thing could be very good for this Lightning team. But Yosh goes down in the backfield. That's a sack and a loss of 7 yards. 45. We'll bring up a 1st and about 17 or 18 for the Lightning. Or 2nd, excuse me. Taking them all the way back to the 38-yard line. Got Baum in motion, making a 3-receiver set to the left side. Snap passes out, quick screen. Number 14 misses the block. Number 19, Mitch McCall, is unable to make anything happen. Bring up a loss of about 2, and the Lightning just continue to move backwards, bringing up a 3rd and about 20.
3rd and 20 with just over 2 minutes to go in the half. Wonder if the Legacy Lightning offense will play it safe here or try to actually pick it up.
Start to run it and just try to burn the clock.
Snap is to Yosh. Deep ball. Jake Bublett's on the catch. He's still on his feet. Out to the 25-yard line.
That's a great pass and catch there.
Absolutely.
Caught that in traffic.
Clock will stop with 1:37 to play until the chains are reset. A little bit of life once again for the Lightning faithful, and that's what you're looking for once again. Yes. 25-yard line, left hash for the Lightning as they continue this drive.
Yeah, and that was a gutsy play call because conventional wisdom would say almost just run the clock, or run the ball and kind of waste as much clock as you can.
Absolutely, that is the big time
Wayne
call.
and the offense a lot of credit there.
Give up the middle to Fidel. Hard running, picking up 6 or 7. Looks like more like 8 actually on the carry. Making something and continuing to move forward. That's a great play by Fidel and the rest of that Lightning offense. Right into the no huddle, going right back after it. Ball is set at the 18-yard line.
Clock is under a minute now and a half.
Give once again is up the middle to Fidel. Got a couple, but met at the line. We'll see what he gains on it. It's pretty close to a first down on the play. Clock will stop with 45 and a half seconds to play. Number 42, the middle linebacker there for the Chapparel, R.J. Martin, will have to come off the field due to a helmet malfunction. He will be off for this play. See if the Lightning notice that and are able to try to take advantage of it.
All right. Yeah, they're marking at 15.
That'll be a good enough for a Lightning first down. 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. As we saw earlier, this is some of the area that the Lightning seem to struggle. It seems like a lot of midfield is able to happen. Hopefully there it'll change right here. Lightning can get in the end zone. Ball out of his hand. Completed to Jake Bublitz. Gain of about 3 on the play. Down to the 12-yard line. Timeout by the Lightning. Well, you like those gains. You're completing and moving the chains at times, but at some point you got to start putting touchdowns on the field.
Especially now that they're almost out of time in the first half.
Well, down by 2 touchdowns. You get yourself a touchdown here if you're that Lightning offense, and you have got to feel like you are still in this game. Only being down by a touchdown with all the adversity that you faced to this point, seemingly unable to even slow up the Wolverine offense. You lose your starting quarterback. Number 10, Yoshihara, steps right in without even missing a beat. And you feel like you've got to be in a decent place if you're the Lightning coach and staff going into halftime.
Absolutely.
Yeah. 40 seconds.
Not only that, but if they're
They have one timeout.
Yeah, I go the other way.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know how many timeouts they have. So
I think only one timeout left for the Lightning here.
So they have 2.
2?
No,
One earlier.
Yeah,
So I think there's only one timeout left for the Lightning here.
one on defense.
The 12-yard, that's right, yeah. 12-yard line here for the Lightning. Left hash. Wide receivers are split. You got Jake Bublitz in the slot to the tight side here. Snap is to Yosh. He's looking that way. There's the screen right to him. He keeps his feet moving and out of bounds. That's a great job there. Little extracurriculars. Lightning are kind of lucky to not have any penalties called there. They will take it. They are down to the 7-yard line. They found a little something having Jake Bublitz play offense for him. A couple of big catches, keeping those feet moving. Same when he was running the ball as well. Right back into the no huddle. You know the clock has stopped with 32 seconds to play here. Gives up the middle to Fidel. Let's see if he can get the first down. He is met and stuffed. 1 yard short. Let's see if the Lightning use their final timeout. The clock is still running down to 22.8 seconds. Lightning lose a few seconds there due to indecision whether or not we are going to take it. They are not settling for a field goal, though, here. You can see that McGwee is heading on out, signifying that they're probably going to be in that jumbo formation. The tricky part is, though, is you want to get a first down, but without any timeouts anymore,
can't stop the
got to
clock.
be ready to go quick. One advantage the Lightning do have is in high school, obviously, when you get a first down, you are able to stop the clock until those chains are set again. So hopefully as long as they have a good plan in place, they can pick this up and have a couple more shots at the end zone still. Like we thought, they'll be in that power formation. McGwee and Bublitz in the backfield along with Paris. Yosh barking out the signals. Big conversion here. 4th and 1. The give is, and the ball is on the ground.
Lucky
Not
to
what
pick that
you
back
want.
up.
Number 11, Skylar McGwee, plays defensive line for the Bolts. You do wonder if that giant cast that he has on his left hand has any impact on him.
I'd assume he would have to an extent. And the fact that he plays defense and probably isn't super used to actually holding the ball on offense.
Well, that's definitely a package that the Lightning rep on a constant basis, and you would think that if that was an issue for him during the week, you would think that the coaching staff would have realized that and known that they should probably go in a different direction. Nonetheless, it'll bring up a 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line for Chapparel. Just over 18 and a half seconds still to play. They're content to give it up the middle to Zach Guy. Pickup of about 9. Seems to be pretty routine for the Chapparel offense right now.
Chapparel let the time and a half run out.
Perfectly content to go into halftime with a 17-3 lead if you are the Chapparel Wolverines. We will be back after a few seconds here after halftime break. Thank you for listening and tune back in after the halftime show.
Probably try to put up a score. You have that one, right?
It's Billboard. Oh, the score. Boy, McGwee had 2 major blunders.
Yeah, that's home score.
That illegal procedure when they and then
So home score.
fumbling that there. I didn't like that call.
He's not listed on here, what now?
He's 54 on there. He changed his number late.
At least offensively, Legacy can play with these guys.
Yeah, Chapparel looks like they look like they're on a different level.
Oh,
Their offense.
yeah, that's a good team.
Oh, they are 2 in the state, right?
Yeah.
Who is 1 right now?
Come on.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Ramona's just an offensive juggernaut. As Legacy's got a freaking tough schedule.
What was that?
Legacy's got a tough schedule. You guys still have Ralston Valley too, right?
Yeah, they're still in the league.
Yeah. Ralston Valley, Pomona's left.
I think, and then Fort Collins is non-schedule or non-conference.
Yeah, you should.
That's on there.
They're
Fort
not-
Collins. Yeah.
Wasn't Boulder and Fairview? I mean, that was, no walk in the park, but
Well, the upper echelon of that league is the best in the state. So
Or Ralston Valley's up there as well, aren't
yeah,
they? They're top
Ralston
5.
Valley's really tough.
it's crazy that it's changed that much since we've been in school.
Well, Ralston Valley was 4 too. Parker.
Well, Chapparel's technically part of a school district too, aren't they?
Well, that's what we were talking about. Yeah, they're part.
Oh, just random people.
I'm sure there's a little lightning cheer program or something.
Where they put like 6-year-olds. I'm telling you, dude, if I were Gordon, I'd be blitzing a lot. Can't stop him.
Well, but if you can't even stop the run, I feel like is that Zach Guy? Is he a good running back?
Honestly, I don't know. I know Coons is a really good quarterback, and I know that Parsons is he was considered the second best recruit in the state. I haven't seen him. So, yeah.
Well, I feel like if you are Legacy, those guys you expect to kind of go off a little bit. You don't want their running back.
Yeah, so Guy may be a surprise. So.
Yeah.
I mean, Coons has been averaging like 275 a game.
Really?
Yeah. Wow. So.
Who's Chapparel played so far?
They beat Grandview, and then I can't remember who they beat the first week.
No, this game has the potential to get ugly pretty quick.
Yeah.
I mean, 17-3. That's not. I mean, that's not ugly yet, but it could.
Well, the sad thing is Legacy could have 14 points at this juncture.
Yeah.
You know, so it wouldn't. Like I said, they can hang with them offensively. It's just they cannot stop them when they're on defense. Pick your poison.
The tight end for Chapparel is definitely
He's
a
a
man.
beast.
He had 240.
He's a really good basketball player too. They want
Really?
to stay.
I could see him turning it up in the post, put him on.
I think. Well, I'm sure you saw that play where Chapparel won on that tip-in, the last second tip-in.
Yeah,
They showed it
I
on
think so.
Sports Center and everything. And I think he had something to do. He didn't tip it in, but he had something to do with that play.
How long you been doing this for?
Oh, shit.
Long.
Yeah, it's about 20 years now.
Hasn't been that long.
Well, I was at the Aurora Sentinel until 97, so I've been up here since 97, so 15 years up here. But we've got 19 papers now.
What'd you start off with?
We just had the Sentinel in the window up here, and then we started the West Sider and started something called the Thornton Frontier that's not around anymore. And then we got all the Jeffco ones, Arvada Press, Lakewood, and that.
Courier.
We've got Arvada, Lakewood, Wheat Ridge, and Golden. And then we had those for about 4 years. And then last year, our new publisher, he went and bought all the Douglas County papers, a lot of the Arapahoe papers. So we got Littleton, Arapahoe, we got Teller County, we got Elder County. So I've got 19 sports sections I have to fill every week. We've got 4 sports writers.
Do you have the Combine Courier in there?
No, that south end of Jeffco we don't have, so Evergreen and we have those. Yeah. But yeah, I produced 80 pages of sports last week.
Wow.
Just didn't get paid properly for it. We're falling over 50 high schools.
I feel bad that they have to bring all that stuff out here for like a 4-minute show. This is the best team at Legacy.
We'll tell that to Don Gaffin.
Yeah, I was gonna say softball. Yeah, I was gonna say
championships.
softball is
Yeah,
pretty good.
and
Yeah.
girls basketball won the title last year. So. But yeah, these guys.
I didn't know that.
Van Patten's first year as head coach.
Yeah, I didn't know they won. I mean, I knew they were good. Well,
Yeah, Legacy's girls basketball program is pretty good.
They've been good for a while, but not like winning state championships good. Even
Well,
when Melissa was there.
Jones they were in the finals twice.
Yeah, I know. I was there too.
Yeah,
It was pretty cool.
Melissa's the best high school basketball player, girls basketball player I've ever seen.
She was pretty dominant. She
Played
could
like
just
a
do
guy.
everything.
The
Yeah.
problem when she was on the team was, I mean, when that year we played Highlands Ranch, she was like the only one who could do anything. So, and Highlands Ranch had somebody just as good as Melissa. And
And that girl that went to BC, I can't remember
Yeah.
what her name is.
Jackie. Jackie something. Well, that was a good girls basketball just a year in general because they had that girl, then Melissa, and then they had Hannah Twomey.
sisters.
Hannah Twomey was a beast too. The best rebounder I've seen boys or girls ever in high school. I saw her in a playoff game have 35 points, 27 rebounds.
That's pretty much the definition of dominance right there. Especially in high school.
I mean, maybe she got like 30 rebounds.
And they weren't like she was missing her own shot and getting it. They were legitimate rebounds.
Every single missed shot, it's her rebound.
Yeah, she was a black hole. But she had two older brothers that played at Horizon, and she grew up playing against them, and she played like a guy too. That's what Melissa did too. Melissa had.
Well, I knew her older brother definitely.
Yeah.
Everybody in that family is pretty athletic. So.
Mike was he was a wrestler. Mark was probably the worst out of all of them. Or not Mark, Matt. Mark played tight end.
That's true. Yeah, Matt played like what, safety or something, but I don't think he played anything else. I saw Ryan Weller at the CU Rec Center like a long time ago when I was still at CU. He just like randomly showed up one day and started playing. He let himself go, dude, after he got done playing football. Probably put on like 30 pounds. And not the good LBs.
So, I'm really hoping that we're not on there at all, but like, I understand how cool this is. Like, I respect it, but I can't follow what the hell's going on.
What makes this good? Here's another one.
That's true. I don't know what makes a
I was talking to one of the girls.
stand out. Yeah.
I was talking to one of the girls who's in one of my classes, and she was saying that last year in the state championships or whatever, the closest team was 11 points behind them. And I was like, "Is that close? Is that all?" She's like, "No, that's like 3 touchdowns in football."
Yeah, I'm like you. I don't know what makes a good marching band and not. I don't know.
Yeah, I just know.
Well, you guys probably only see these guys. You can see some really bad marching bands.
Well, see, that's the thing. I guess I don't know, like.
Yeah, I mean, if this is all you've ever seen, these guys I've actually watched before, and they're freaking good. But
Yeah.
there's a lot. It's like, watching
Like falling over.
cats. Terrible.
That's fair. I mean, I know, I definitely respect, and I see it all the time. I mean, I swear the kids, like, they have to have a band class, because you'll just drive by in, like, third period, and you have a group of, like, 10 of them out on the lawn practicing, their flags or whatever the case is.
They take it serious.
Well, I know these guys practice for like 3 hours every day after school.
Yeah, they practice more than the football team. But yeah, when you see bad bands,
That could make sense.
Somebody's like dropping their flag. They're like, oh my god.
That does not happen here.
Who's our band
Oh,
director?
ball's running away from her. I don't like
Wagner, is that his name?
No,
I don't even know if I knew who it was when I was there.
it's the same guy.
Is it? I guess I have no idea who it is.
What is his name?
Either way, well done. I mean, that's impressive.
He's amazing. And once again, not like I know the alternative. Oh, is this guy walking around right down there? White shirt. It's Clayton Stansberry, that's right.
Okay. I'm actually surprised Gaffin was able to continue her reign in softball after Shelby left.
Well, then they had the next girl. They had Rainey, who's
Yeah,
her
her daughter.
stepdaughter.
Yeah.
Whatever the case
No, it's
may
her
be.
daughter.
It's the actual daughter.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So Rainey, I know she pitched for right after Shelby left. She was the dominant
Yeah.
pitcher for 4 years or whatever.
Well,
They only won one with Shelby, or was
They
it
won
2?
two with
They
Shelby.
won two.
Yeah.
Because what they didn't
I
they
heard Shelby quit
No,
at Arizona.
no.
That's what the rumor going around was.
Oh, I just talked to Bryce like 3 days ago.
Okay, that's good. Yeah, someone was telling me, because we did something on her over the summer,
Mhm.
and she was talking about how much she loved it up there, and then I was bowling actually last weekend, and somebody said they heard she quit.
Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to hit up Bryce and see if that's true. That is no bueno.
She was dominant.
Yeah.
I never actually saw her pitch, but from what I heard everyone saying, they're like Gavin would just run her out there every game, and like they would win games. They could win games like 1-0.
Oh,
She wouldn't even give up like a hit. So.
Yeah, she was very impressive. Rainey was really good too, but she wasn't as good a pitcher.
Well, to the point, you watch that program, it's amazing now.
Yeah.
You know, you go out there and they were having tryouts with 40, 45 girls.
Yeah.
You know, that's just amazing to me.
We're actually doing a story on their feeder program and how they keep it going, because to win 5 in a row is unheard of.
Oh my goodness,
especially
absolutely.
in this day and age. Mm-hmm. It's funny, they beat no, it's not Chapparel. They beat Rock Canyon in the finals one year and the semifinals last year. And they played them earlier this year and destroyed them again.
Really? Are they undefeated still right now? Are they looking pretty solid?
They lost to 2 out-of-state teams.
Okay.
So,
But do they have the pitching to be kind of as good as they have been?
Yeah, they're good enough to win it, but they're not going to be like,
dominant the way they have
favorite
been.
like they have been.
See, that's even crazy to me too. Like that they're good enough to actually play out-of-state teams. I mean, I know the football teams have won.
Well, Colorado softball nationally is able to semi-compete. It's like
Yeah, it's
football
not-
and other sports like that
not
we
bad.
don't have the same. We're not even in the ballpark as some of these teams. You watch like some of those, like the high school games, football high school games on ESPN.
The
and
two
stuff like
teams
that.
from Texas, those
Yeah,
guys.
like
it's so much
Texas and
speed.
Florida. Oh, it's
and
crazy
size,
too.
Well, yeah, I was
Well,
gonna
that's
say,
like basketball too. If you see basketball at out-of-state teams,
Yeah, same kind of thing.
we'd be lucky to break 50 against them.
Yeah, it's interesting because
well, when the Texas teams actually have offensive linemen who weigh like 300 pounds. I
Oh,
was like,
yeah.
they're gonna kill a lot of teams.
Well, I mean, you look at it too, though. Some of those teams down in Texas, those like 6A teams that literally have like 8,000 kids in their school too, though.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean,
Yeah,
not
they're
saying
bigger
that
than
that's a difference.
universities.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like saying because Legacy's at like 2,300, I think. I mean, I'm sure Mountain Range around the same thing. Horizon, all in that same area. That's 3 or 4 regional schools from right here to equal one 6A school in like Texas or Florida. I mean, you could put together a decent, you could put together a decent regional team and compete with some of those, but not.
See, I don't know though. Even if you combine Horizon, Mountain Range, although Mountain Range is doing really good this year.
Are they?
Horizon, I saw them last week against Regis, and they got that big quarterback, but man, he has no touch.
Really?
If they taught him touch, he'd be dangerous because he's 6'5" and he just stands up there and he's got a rocket arm, but he's like Elway was when he was younger. He tried to drill everything. Just had no touch. But, I mean, he threw for 300 and some yards.
Who won that game?
Oh, Regis wore him out.
Did they?
Yeah, Regis dominated the line of scrimmage, and they only had 4 yards passing. They only completed 1 pass all night, and they ended up winning 21-14. But they went up 14-7 midway through the 4th, and Horizon was driving down for the tying score, and the quarterback got sacked, and the ball popped out, and the kid scooped it up around 80 yards the other way.
Oh, dang.
So that's how they went up 21-7. Horizon came back and scored.
Scored one more time.
13 seconds left, but.
Dang. Horizon was pretty good last year, right?
They won the Front Range League, and they lost to Lakewood, who ended up going to the finals.
Oh, okay.
But they lost like 10-9, so yeah, they were tough. But they got the Reefel kid. You guys had a Reefel.
We had, John.
Yeah, the youngest one. They played a Utah team first week, or no, a Florida team, and he broke his ankle, and then they had another really good player who broke his clavicle. So they were beat up.
Well, it's interesting, and I mean, I'm not trying to make excuses for Legacy, but, you know, last year they joined that Big Six League, and I'm not saying that they're a, 8-2 team or something like that, but that definitely weighs on you.
Like if they would have stayed in the Front Range League, they probably would have been a 7-3 or an 8-2.
Well, yeah, no, and I think you're right. That plays into it when you get so used to playing the same teams, and then you're kind of playing against teams that
it's
you really
the
never
Front
play.
Range is not as good as this league, I think. The top, because so the top last year was Horizon in that league, and I'm sure outside of that, then you got into the Northland still, because that's still in that league, right?
No, Northland's in the EMAC.
Oh, okay.
Are
they 4A
this year?
or is that there are 5A still?
It's like the lowest 5A league in the state. Westminster's in it.
Oh, okay.
Gateway. Although I think Gateway and Rangeview moved out of it, so it's Northland, Thornton, Westminster, and a couple others.
Gotcha.
They got to sign on defense.
Back here at North Stadium for the Legacy Lightning, we'll start the third quarter.
If not, there's a Barnes & Noble right on the corner here.
The kickoff by Travis Baum. The kick is up. Will be returnable for the Wolverines. Takes it from about the 8. Couple of penalty flags out early on the play. 24 stays on his feet for the Chapparel. Jake Tarr on the return. We'll see what the penalty flag's all about.
You got to assume that's going to be holding or something on
It was
Chapparel.
thrown pretty quickly, so you don't know if it could be too much more than that. Penalty notwithstanding, they get the ball out to the 31-yard line. We'll see where the penalty takes them back to. Face mask on Chapparel is the call. That'll obviously take them back a bit.
It's kind of unusual. You don't really see a kicking team or a receiving team be called for a face mask.
Lightning will absolutely take it. Drops Chapparel back to about the 15, 16-yard line. Right at the 15. This is that great field position the Lightning was talking about. Get a couple of good plays, score a touchdown or two, get yourself back in the game. Got to take it one step at a time here. Bring up 1st and 10 for Chapparel from the 15, right hash.
Mechanical pencil over. That's about half an hour.
2 tight end set here, 1 running back for the Wolverines. Long snap count. Checking out the defense. The give will be on the left side to Zach Guy. Another 5 yards on the play.
Interesting to see what changes that the Legacy defense made, because we talked about it in the first half. Chapparel offense was pretty much able to do anything they wanted, so it'll be interesting to see if Coach Gordon and Coach Voorhees made any sort of changes in their game plan in defense.
Well, that's got to be an emphasis, you expect that Kuhn and Parsons are going to be able to do some stuff just because of how solid of players and how highly recruited they are. But you really don't expect to see that running game doing as well as it is. Touch pass up the right seam, incomplete to number 84, Drew Van Meenen. He's also a tight end and a captain for the Wolverines. A couple of pretty darn good tight ends if you're that Wolverine at passing attack.
3 straight incompletions.
3 straight incompletions now in the game for number 12, Max Coons. Bring up a 3rd and 5 for that Wolverine offense. Oh, check it, 3rd and 4. Fullback back in the game. Give on the left side to Guy. Lightning unable to hold. Looks like he'll have enough for a first down off that left side. That'll be good enough to move the chains for Wolverines.
The Legacy cheerleaders down here are doing whatever they can to pump up the crowd so that maybe the Legacy players will hear them.
Ball up top. Number 11 is open. Great play there by Chase Cavill to come over the top and make a play on that ball. It was number 11, Blake Harris, who saw a little bit of an opening in the secondary and was about able to take that down. Drew Hebel on the initial coverage for the Lightning. Like I said, Chase Cavill able to come over the top and deflect that pass. I think this is one of the first times in the game I can actually remember a 2nd and 10 for the Legacy defense. Let's hope they can hold this kind of advantage and get into a long 3rd down situation as well. 2 running backs in the backfield for Chapparel. He's looking to pass. Ball is up, out of the hands, complete. That'll be right at the sticks. We'll see if it's enough for a first down. That ball completed to number 11, Blake Harris. There is a penalty flag on the play. Looks like it's coming back. Didn't even see that. That's a great thing for the Lightning because it looks like Blake did have enough for the first down there. That's a couple of face masks now if you're the Chapparel team that you're kind of scratching your head at a little bit. As the offensive player, both in that return and here is the offensive line, I'm assuming. It's a couple of tough calls if you're the Wolverines. As part of the Lightning faithful, we will absolutely take it. Bring up 2nd and long here, about 2nd and 16. Chapparel offense, captained by Coons, is more than capable of making a play in this situation, though. Drops back, looking to pass, setting up the screen, it looks like. Got lineman downfield. He could not pass the ball here. Still able to make a play, breaking tackles. Down on the right side, a gain of about 4 or 5 there on the play. Able to make it 3rd and 9 for the Wolverines. Coons showing that he not only has a good arm on him, but has the ability to make a few people miss and get some yards with his feet as well. It's one of those things that is making him a highly recruited quarterback coming out of the Colorado Prep Leagues. 2 tight ends in the game for the Wolverines here. Coons under center, barking out the cadence. It's a quick drop. Ball completed on that right side to number 84, Drew Van Manen.
Looks like they might come up a little short of the first down there. Be interesting if Chapparel goes for it.
They're definitely not hustling off the field one bit. It will definitely be a 4th and about a half a yard. Does not look like they're even taking a second thought at it. Onto the ball. Huge play once again here for the defense. You can only hope that they make a big play and can stop them here.
Yeah, you can probably expect a power run here from Chapparel.
Give up the middle to the fullback. Looks like he will have enough for the first down. Fullback was Drew Van Manen there once again on the carry, lining up in that fullback position. It's interesting how the Chapparel Wolverines are able to use both their talented senior tight ends. Both number 80 Parsons and number 84 Van Manen.
Yeah, most teams would kill for 1 legitimate tight end, and this team has 2 of them.
It's definitely a luxury you enjoy as a defense. Quick pass, completed over the middle to Parsons, just tripped up. Otherwise, he was going for a ways. Quick play action there, able to try to get the ball out of his hands. He does complete it. Down to the Lightning 48-yard line here. And doesn't seem like there's much of a change from the first half. Chapparel is still able to do a lot of what they would like out there on the offensive side of the ball. Play action fake, looking over the middle, got Lightning has pressure, got to get him on the ground. They are able to do so. Number 23, Connor Conley, he's a sophomore in on the sack, able to make a big play there for the Lightning. One of the youngest players that is on this varsity defense, that's number 23, Connor Conley. Been a little banged up at different points throughout the season, but it's nice to be able to see him get out there and make a big play for the Lightning.
23 got that play? Yeah.
That'll bring up a 2nd and 17 on the play. Sticking with it, quick pass to the right side, completed to Blake Harris. That'll make it into a 3rd and manageable once again. That quick passing game and timing looks to be firing on all cylinders if you're the Wolverine offense. Even more so, this has been a very time-consuming drive, bringing it down to about 7:25 left to play in this 3rd quarter. And another key 3rd down for the Lightning defense here. If you're going to have any legitimate chance at making a run here, you got to get some stops and get your offense back onto the field. Lightning sideline beckoning to the fans here to get a little bit of support and make some noise. 3rd and 8, play action pass.
Oh, they got it.
It's pressure, ball able to get rid of it, incomplete. Once again, he is showing you at number 12 at the quarterback position, Coons is able to make the first guy or 2 miss. He's made some great plays after that first initial rush, a lot like Ben Roethlisberger, as we all saw this last week with the Steelers.
That's what I was just about to say. I don't think we have a punter.
They are not even looking, it doesn't seem like, to be in 4th or to make a attempt at a punt here. Offense is still on the field.
I think you'd like to see another blitz here from the Legacy defense. It's worked the last couple of times if you can get the quarterback out in the pocket and not give him the time he wants to hit those big tight ends and receivers. It's definitely what I would do. I think it's worked, so don't go away from it.
Spread formation here for the Wolverines. It is a quick punt from the quarterback. Looks like a bit of a shanker to the right side. That'll only wind up netting about 23 yards or so.
46 to the
23, 24. About 22 yards on the punt there for the Wolverines. Put the Lightning in favorable field position, starting at the 24. It's the first great stand by the defense right there. It's what you like to see. See if it's something the Lightning can build on with some momentum here. 2 wide receivers in the game, 2 tight ends. Got Mitch McCall split to the boundary, Travis Baum to the wide side. Yoshihara once again taking over the duties as quarterback in the shotgun. Snap, play action fake. Ball's going up top, has Mitch McCall open. Big play over the middle. Big play for number 19, Mitch McCall, down to the 36-yard line.
That's about the second or third good pass downfield that we've seen.
Well, I think it's good to see, the Lightning were able to complete some balls, but more of that short timing kind of stuff. And you come right out as the first play as an offense, looking to go deep, and that's exactly what they get. That's a great play from the Lightning offense.
Yeah, and I mean, to be honest, those long passes, they've had a lot of success. That may be the biggest area that they need to go back to. So
4 wide receivers split here, 2 wide receivers on each side. Gives up the middle to Fidel. A lot of traffic there, able to keep the feet moving and get a couple or few out of the play.
I mean, Fidel's have a rough night for sure. That defensive line of Chapparel is massive, and I think the offensive line is obviously, you can tell they're a little fatigued trying to block those guys all night. So he's had a rough night.
Well, and one thing not to, there's a lot of strengths that Yosh brings to the table, but he's not exactly a running threat kind of quarterback. So really that offensive running game does wind up falling solely on the shoulders of Fidel. Great job stepping up in the pocket there by number 10, Yosh. Able to get the ball out of his hands to McCall once again for a completion. Looks like we'll have enough for a Lightning first down.
It's been a good drive.
Or just short, it looks like, actually. Wow, I don't know how that's not a first down. Okay, good. First down. A little bit of deliberation from the guys in stripes, and they get the call right, moving up the first down chains. Lightning right back on the ball. With a little bit of a hurried pace here. Just over 5.5 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Give is up the middle to Fidel. Turns it upfield. Puts a foot in the ground. Gains about 4 or 5. Lightning running game, I'm sure, would be pretty okay with that kind of production right now. Mix in those 4 or 5 yard runs. Then you throw in the passing game that they've been pretty successful with tonight. Now it's just about scoring the football.
Yeah, this drive doesn't really mean a whole lot if you aren't able to score a touchdown at this point. Does a lot for the confidence, but...
Oh, and it's happened twice now for the Lightning. They got down to the inch-yard line, heading towards the south end zone early in the first quarter. Unable to get it in after a procedure call. That led to their first field goal. And then earlier in the game, heading into the north end zone, you had a botched fumble on third down. A little bit of play action here. Oh, incomplete pass. Looks like he did have a wide receiver open. Tough one there, just a little bit high to number 14, Travis Baum. I think Yosh would like to have that one back. Nonetheless, it'll bring up a 3rd and long 6 or 7 here on the play. That was a nice boot play action back to the weak side here. Had a lot of room if he was able to complete that ball. Nonetheless, 3rd and 7, middle of the field here. Trips to the right side of the formation. Yosh barking out the signals in shotgun, checking over the defense. Drops back to pass. There's a little bit of holding there. Hoping, and there's 2 penalty flags. They are all over it. That's a great job there by that offense. Number 14, Travis Baum, won his one-on-one matchup on the outside. Looks like it was number 14 for Chapparel. That's Dallas Dobbs, and to make the terrible penalty. That'll bring up a first down and possibly goal. Well, that penalty, the ball was at the 23 before that happened. We'll see if it moves them inside the 10-yard line. Just outside, so the Lightning will be able to get a first down here as it is 1st and 10 from the 11-yard line. If anyone is listening on behalf of number 14 Dallas Dobbs, I do apologize for that. That was great coverage, just an unfortunate penalty. Power formation here for the Lightning. Ball is on the ground once again.
That is the second time that has happened to the Legacy offense as they are on the verge of scoring a touchdown. Just kills your confidence as an offense.
70 recovers.
And the Lightning offense is very stunned right now.
I mean, it absolutely kills you. You just got the benefit of a nice penalty against Chapparel defense, and it's unfortunate that you fumble the ball on a pretty routine play action. I don't know if it was a botched play by the running back or the quarterback or.
Well, it looks like it was a give, and you saw Yosh and Bublitz. That was the intended ball carrier in there trying to discuss it in the transition from offense to defense. Neither one seemed exactly happy with the results. Nonetheless, 1st and 10 for the Wolverine offense. Gives up the middle to Zach Guy. Able to make a few people miss. Gain of about 4. Penalty flag does come in late. Coons does not seem to be happy with the call, and sure enough, it'll back up that Wolverine offense. You know, for as dominant in a lot of ways that Chapparel has been tonight, the Lightning have had their opportunities, and I guess the difference right now is being able to capitalize on those. Chapparel has put the ball in the end zone and gotten 6 when they had the chance to. The Lightning have had a couple of turnovers and a stalled drive and a penalty. So,
well, this game could easily be tied at least Legacy 17-14 or something like that if they didn't have those costly mistakes down by their own goal line.
Well, even worst case scenario, each of those times you get a field goal. Like worst case scenario, you're down 17-9 right now, which is one score obviously with that 2-point conversion. So Lightning have got to be a little disappointed with the turnovers that they've had tonight, which has seemed to haunt them at different times throughout the season here. Got a draw up the middle here to Zach Guy. Met for once and absolutely driven back by the Lightning defense. One of the first real stops they've had against the run here in the early goings of the second half. Still a gain of about 2 for Guy there. It'll bring up a 2nd and 13 from the 9-yard line. But the thing is, you got to keep faith, keep hope alive when you're the Lightning offense here and the Lightning team just in general. Down only 2 scores with still over 16 total minutes to play left in this game. Get a stop here, see what happens. Coons under center, barking out the signals. Give up the middle once again is to Guy. Met by Jake Bublitz. Gain of about 3 or 4 on the play there for Zach Guy, and it'll bring up a 3rd and long for the Wolverines here.
This is where the defense of the Lightning really need to capitalize here, get their offense back on the field. They were able to build some confidence last time, so get them on the field as quickly as possible and see if they can keep it going and score you another quick touchdown.
3rd and 8 here for the Wolverines. You can expect Coons to be dropping back and looking to complete a ball here. Real empty out the backfield with Zach Guy going in motion. Quick drop back, ball out of the hands, completed to Parsons. And his simple, big size able to get the first down.
Yeah, he definitely caught that short of the first down in his 240-pound frame. Just kind of ran over some of the Legacy defenders there.
Nothing more than a quick slant from your inside receiver there. Just get the ball out of your hands, easy pitch and catch. No one on the defense unable to stop him short. Two tight end set here for the Wolverines. Gives on the left side to Zach Day. Gain of about 2 or 3 off that left side. Bring up a 2nd and 7 for the Wolverine offense. Lightning defenses definitely seem to have a little bit more success stopping the run. You're not getting the giant, 6-7 yard gashes like early in the first half. But nonetheless, still having the same 3rd down woes right now. 2 running backs set for the Wolverines. Gives up the middle of the fullback. Gain of about 3 or 4 once again will bring up a 3rd and 3.
Yeah, one of the biggest problems facing the Lightning defense right now is just fatigue. They've been on the field a lot. Chapparel's doing a great job of really kind of prolonging these drives, and obviously we spoke about the woes of the Legacy offense, so the defense hasn't really had much time to rest.
Drop back. Complete over the middle to number 2 for the Wolverines. That's Spencer Bills. Once again, you talk about it, you got to be able to stop the big guns for the Chapparel offense. But it seems to actually be some of those other guys, the lesser-known players, that are still carrying and putting this offense on their back. Once again, Zach Guy's a senior running back, but he's definitely put up the kind of numbers that if you're the Lightning offense, you just can't give up.
It's definitely a pick-your-poison type of offense. You take away the big guy tight end, and then other people are going to hurt you. So.
Play action fake here. Coons works to his right, and he will be 8 up and not get out of the grasp with number 11, McGuee, on this play. McGuee had another opportunity early in the second half and was unable to capitalize on Coons, but on this one, the senior defensive lineman captain able to make the play.
He's a man possessed on that play.
Absolutely. Bring up another long second and long opportunity. This has been a chance where the Chapparel team has went to that quick passing game, get some yards, and get back into a third and manageable situation. We'll see if that'll happen again here. 2 running backs once again. Sprint out to the left side. Throw back over here to Parsons. That's a great play by Connor Ayers, actually able to hold on. He was the only linebacker left over there. Big assignment, obviously, in number 80, Parsons, with the catch. But Connor Ayers is able to wrestle him down to the ground and hold on while reinforcements came. It's a great play by the senior linebacker there. We'll bring up a 3rd and 15 here for the Chapparel team, as that rings the end of the third quarter for the Lightning here at North Stadium. Take this as an opportunity to thank our sponsors once again at Silter Har.
At Silterhar Motors, we know that providing quality products and service to our customers is what's kept us in business for over 50 years. We know it's really important to keep our eye on the ball. To make sure we're staying sharp, we are offering a lease on this new Ford Edge for only $349 a month.
Greg, what's going on with the pads?
Jack's up.
Yeah. They got 3 points out of it.
And that's both by Chapparel.
No, that's Legacy's drive.
Oh, okay.
Legacy could be winning this game.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's been a heck of a fast third quarter there. A couple of long drives by both teams. Lightning is able to reduce a couple of those turnovers in the key situations. This could be an entirely different ballgame. 3rd and long here. Coons will work to his left side on a mini rollout. Bublitz all over it. Able to evade the first one, find Parsons back over the right side. That's what that tandem has been able to do a couple of times today. You can't give up those long 3rd and long situations, but even more so when you got a quarterback out there that's able to make the first man miss. It becomes a toss-up in the secondary. It's hard enough to cover Parsons for an entire pass sequence without having extra time being given to him by the quarterback. 2 tight ends to the right side with a wing here and a fullback. Bit of a power formation. Long count here from Coons. Gives to a guy off the right side. Gains about 6 on the play.
Chapparel has one of the most efficient offenses I think I've ever seen in a high school football team.
They're definitely pretty dynamic at this point. They play this kind of turnover-free and efficient football. You could see how it would be tough to beat them right now at this point in the season. But once again, I don't think it goes without saying that if the Lightning are able to not turn the ball over a couple of times, they are right in this game. That'll be guys stopped short off the right side here. Possibly a loss on the right side keeper. Put him at about the 29-yard line of the Lightning. Bring up a 3rd and 3 situation here. Coons under center once again. You got Harris split to the right. Number 14, Dallas Dobbs, split to the left. Coons will drop back here, look to get this one in the air. Has a wide receiver open. First down to Mr. number 18, Dustin Dobbs once again.
I mean, that was good coverage by the defender right there. He's just about a split second too late. It was a good throw and catch by the quarterback and receiver.
Was very good coverage by Chase Cabell. Just a little better execution on the offensive side of the ball. It's got to be an absolute joy if you're an offensive coach to be able to know that you can call a 3rd and 5 situation, call a quick pass, and have the quarterback and receivers able to pick that kind of thing up. Underneath the center here, he'll drop back, looking to pass on that left side, tosses it up, just out of the reach of number 84, Van Manen. Bring up a 2nd and 10 for the Wolverine offense.
And if Legacy wants to continue to give themselves a chance to at least potentially win this game, this is where they're going to have to put their foot down and probably create a turnover of some sort.
Absolutely, but to this point, Chapparel's been unable to make those kind of mistakes, and Lightning have been unable to capitalize when they've had the opportunity to do so. Play action fake here, looking on that right side. Ball's a little high. Ooh, could have been intercepted there. Looks like that's number 23, Connor Connolly once again on the coverage. Ball just a little bit high there from Coons. Definitely had a receiver open. Thankfully for the Lightning, that pass will sail on him, bringing up a 3rd and 10 from the 21-yard line here. Right back onto the ball. Blake Harris split to the wide side. Number 18, Dobbs on the left. Snap, sprint out to the right. Number 45 with the pressure. Coons once again able to get the ball out of his hands, make something out of nothing. Looks like it'll bring a this will be 4th down. And about 4 yards it looks like.
Looks like they're at least thinking about going forward here.
And they will take a timeout and discuss it looks like. Well, if you kick a field goal and you make it, you go up by 17 points. But you've got to take into account, though, that you have pretty great field position. You go for it. Here's the Chapparel Wolverines, and you're unable to get it. You still put the Lightning in a tough position as far as driving and making anything out of it. So it's definitely a tough situation, I suppose, for the Wolverines. I don't know why you wouldn't want to just kick the field goal and take your points, but I guess that's why he's the head coach.
At Silverhar Motors, we know that providing quality products and service to our customers is what's kept us in business for over 50 years. We know it's really important to keep our eye on the ball. To make sure we're staying sharp, we are offering a lease on this new Ford Edge for only $349 a month.
Greg, what's going on with the pads?
Jack's up.
North Stadium, 4th and 4, and the offense is back out on the field for Chapparel. Why not if you're that Wolverine offense? Coons with the play action fake, gets the ball out of his hands. Parsons walks into the end zone. Touchdown, and that all but seals the fate of the Lightning on this here night. With the extra point pending, that'll put the Wolverines up 23-3. Edward Sawyer on for the extra point once again. Snap is down. Field goal is up and good. That'll push the score to 24-3. If you're the Lightning offense, you still want to go back out there and put together the great drives like you have, but put the points up.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely looking for positives for next week. I mean, you don't, obviously, this game might got a little out of hand, but you can still be able to score and then be able to talk about what could have been if you wouldn't have gotten all those silly turnovers.
Well, what's really tough about it if you're the Lightning football team here is that the mistakes that you've made haven't exactly been forced by Chapparel out there. It's not like they've had big hits that have jarred the ball loose or just had outstanding plays on the defensive side of the ball that have taken it away from you. A lot of the injuries and the inflictions have been self-produced by the Lightning here. Turning over the ball twice within the 20-yard line, getting another illegal procedure call when you're at the inch-yard line. It's not what you're looking for. Kick is deep by Sawyer. That'll be into the end zone and touched back. Bring it out to the 20-yard line for the Lightning. Yosh leading his troops back out onto the field. Look to put something together here if you're the Lightning.
Yeah, I mean, I would definitely continue to try to thread the long ball. I mean, it's worked on a couple of occasions. If anything, maybe that could be a potential weakness of the Chapparel defense, so I would definitely at least keep trying it. And at this point, with 9:43 left in the fourth quarter, you got nothing to lose. Try to go for that quick score.
3-by-1 set here for the Lightning. Travis Baum split wide. Travis Baum now in motion. Drops back to pass. Not much time, and he will be gobbled up.
75 for Chapparel right there, and on the sack. And he's a big boy.
No, it's like a loss of 6.
Oh, sorry.
75 is Isaac Hernandez. We spent a little time talking about him in the beginning of the game. He's one of those captains, as well as a senior defensive lineman for the Chapparel Wolverines. Ball out of his hand, and it is just starting to unravel a bit here if you're the Lightning offense. Quick screen and unable to complete it on that left side. Bring up a 3rd and long situation here for the Lightning. 3rd and about 16 from their own 14-yard line. Nonetheless, the jubilant cheerleaders are still giving it their all down here, trying to get the Lightning faithful to join them.
Yeah, and like none of the student section is left either, so that's at least a good thing for the Lightning.
Looks like we have a timeout. Not sure which side called it.
Legacy.
Looks like Legacy called the timeout. Talk things over before this crucial 3rd down. Do you think you go for the big one here and try to pick it all up at once, or do you look for the shorter completion and play more for a 4th down situation?
I mean, I have a hard time believing that they go for it on 4th down anyway. I mean, just being around Voorhees, I mean, it depends how close it is. I would probably go for the long ball myself, especially because you have had success with that earlier in the game.
Got 3 wide receivers in here right now. Straffus and Baum to the wide side. Matthews in the slot. Looks like you have McCall on the weak side by himself. That's the way he's looking. Completes the ball, and you have enough for a Lightning 1st down. That's a huge completion. McCall has had a great game this day. Been able to attack that defense not only with his good hands, but his great speed. A little bit forcing the issue for that defensive backs field.
19 yards.
Completed in front of number 4, Roman Yancey. He's a senior for the Chapparel football team. Bringing up a 1st and 10 on the left hash for the Lightning from the 32. Matthews in motion to that left side. Give up the middle to Fidel. Able to bust a couple. Still on his feet. That is a hard-fought 2 yards there for Fidel. Not getting much help from that Lightning offensive line. Seems like every time he made one guy in white miss, there was another guy right there to fill the gap. They'll bring up a 2nd and 8 here for the Lightning. Yosh signaling his receivers. Drops back. Looking deep. Plenty of time. Ball's thrown out to Mitch McCall. Completed on that left side. Great catch there by the senior wide receiver. Keeps those chains moving. We'll bring up a 1st and 10 from the 47 for the Lightning. Right back into that no huddle. Doubles formation, 2 wide receivers on each side. Shotgun snap to Yosh. Plenty of time. Pocket starting to collapse. He'll pick up a few with his feet here. Pretty interesting tackle. No penalty on the play, though. Gain of 5 for Yosh. That's, I know, something Coach Voorhees is Definitely begged Yosh to do a few more times when he feels like he sees a seam. Definitely go and tuck it and get a few yards. Right back into the no huddle, 3-by-1 to the wide side here. Yosh is looking to pass. Has a wide receiver open. It's Bublitz. That's a completion to the right side. Gain of about 10 to 12 yards there. And that'll be good enough for another Lightning first down out to the 36-yard line.
Yeah, no, and this is an encouraging drive if you're a Lightning fan. I mean, they're obviously losing. The time is against them. Probably will not win this game, but you just kind of want to see the offense go out there and do what they know how to do and keep that confidence and not just throw in the towel and want to
Yosh back to pass again. Ball's out of his hands. Has McCall once again. Looks like it'll be enough for a first down once again. Like we've talked about all night, the middle of the field from the 20 to the 20 has not been the issue for the Lightning today. It's been getting that ball into the promised land, taking it to pay dirt and putting 6 points up on the board.
Turnovers and then just the combination of the Chapparel offense being virtually unstoppable. That's been the two areas for the Lightning.
Shotgun snap, play action fake, looking over the middle, deep, got number 19, ball is knocked down. Just unable to make the completion there. Number 19, Mitch McCall, looks to be a little bit shaken up on the play. He was the target there over the middle for the Lightning. If he was able to come down with that, he would have been in the end zone, but well contested by number 20, Chandler Bebo. He's a senior captain we haven't talked about much for the Chapparel defense. He's definitely one of the playmakers that Wolverine defense relies on, though. Bring up a 2nd and 10 here for the Lightning. 3 wide receivers set to the wide side. Shotgun snap to Yosh. Looking to this right side. Ball completed to Mike Straffus. Makes the first guy miss. Able to pick up about 7 or 8 on the play. We'll pick up a third and bring up a 3rd and short for the Lightning. Once again, you see that offense starting to not stall, but definitely hit a little bit of more of a challenge once you get into that 20-yard line or so. Bring up a 3rd and 3 here for the Lightning.
Yeah, absolutely. Inside the 20, the field shrinks down a little bit. You don't have quite as much room to throw the ball. The defenders can cover a little bit more space. So it does. It gets a little bit more challenging.
All right. There was also a penalty flag on the play, enough that it'll give the Lightning a first down. Not exactly sure what the penalty was, but the Lightning will take it. Bring up a 1st and 10 from the 14-yard line, it appears. And Straffus in motion across the formation. Shotgun is to snap is to Yosh. Quick one onto the Travis Baum on the right side. Still on his feet. Stretches the ball out. Unable to get into the end zone. He'll be down about the 2 or 3-yard line. It's a great play, great downfield blocking if you're the Lightning right there.
Yeah, I was going to say, absolutely. A wide receiver screen play does not work if the other receiver on that side of the formation is not willing to block the defender in front of him.
Absolutely, and you've seen that play a couple of times from the Bolts, and they've been unable to make the block. You see what happens when you do make the block, though. Bring up a 1st and goal from the 3-yard line here for the Lightning. Get that power set in once again with Bublitz and McGuee. We'll see if the Lightning attack goes back to McGuee with that giant cast that we talked about.
Yeah, I think they're probably going to give it to Fidel here and let him try to push it in.
Pass, looking to that right side, completed. Touchdown. Travis Baum, touchdown.
From 3, yep, 2 yards.
That was a good pass right there. That was a well-executed play. That was a good catch. That was a good throw. Legacy finally gets it on the board with its first touchdown.
Absolutely. Number 14, the senior wide receiver, Travis Baum, in there on the completion. Looks like the Lightning offense is still on the field as they are behind 24-9. Oh, wow, and that'll take away the penalty. The penalty will take away the touchdown. Apparently there was a illegal formation on the play. Once again, this is an example of the Lightning shooting themselves in the foot. Finally are able to get the ball into pay dirt. Doesn't count due to just a little mental error once again.
Yeah, you can bet Coach Voorhees will have this team running a few extra sprints on Monday's practice.
Well, it's tough. It's hard to explain to your team, once again, that you were down by 3 touchdowns here and you've been in the goal line 3 times.
Well, especially with something, just like an illegal formation. I mean, those are really simple, easy fixes, and you probably should be able to avoid those. So,
absolutely. It's week 3 at this point for the Lightning attack, and that's not something you still like to see out there. Nonetheless, 1st and 7 from about the 7. It's goal. Ball completed once again to Travis Baum. Only a few yards on the play. down to about the 5-yard line. Bring up 2nd and goal from the 5. About a completion of 4 there on the play. Just over 6:40 left to play here for the Lightning from North Stadium. Lightning right back onto the ball, trying to get the ball in the end zone here quickly. Shotgun snap to Yosh. Ball's out of his hands. Incomplete. Looks like number 4, Roman Yancey, in on the play for the Wolverines, able to break that one up. Looks very similar to the play they ran to Travis for the touchdown that was negated by penalty. Brings up 3rd and goal once again for the 5 from the 5 for the Lightning.
You have to be thinking 2-down territory here, so even if they don't get it here, you can expect them to go for it on 4th down.
Absolutely. Wouldn't expect anything more than a pass here as well. This entire drive has been a passing drive. Don't expect that to change down here. Yosh looks to pass. A lot of congestion. Completes it over the middle to his check down to Fidel Paris. Able to score a touchdown for the Lightning. Barring any penalty flags, none to be seen. Touchdown, Bolts.
That's good patience by the quarterback. He had a Chapparel defender coming right in his face, and he kind of went through his progressions, found his check down, easy score.
Absolutely, that's a great job by number 10 right there, Steven Yoshihara, senior quarterback. Completes it to number 34, Fidel Paris, for the touchdown. That'll bring on number 14, Travis Baum, for the extra point.
I want to see a fake it.
Kick is up, right down the middle. 24-10 now the score. Nonetheless, even if this game is relatively out of reach at this point, you gotta love it as a Lightning player, feeling like you can finally get the ball in the end zone, maybe build off something for next week. Be interesting to see if onside kick will be coming here from the Lightning, or if they're just content with kicking it deep and going and playing defense.
A lot of first downs, a lot of yardage. Very little score. Long what might have been. Have you seen that was a new record? 9 catches.
Hearing over the intercom here at North Stadium, the announcer has just informed us that Mitch McCall,
34 caught it. Yeah.
with 9 catches on the day, has set a new Lightning record as far as receiving goes. We'll see if that stands true, but nonetheless has been a great great offensive performance. The onside kick is there. We'll see if Lightning's able to come up with it.
It's definitely close. It was a good kick. It's going to be who could get to it first.
Ball definitely traveled 10 yards, and it's being signaled that ball will go to the Chapparel offense.
6 minutes.
Just over 6 minutes left to play here. Chapparel will take over at their own 49-yard line. 6:17 to be exact on the clock left. Be interesting to see if they just continue to smash the ball up the middle, or if they allow Coons to continue to make plays like he's been doing all night. Both Dobbs brothers in at the wide receivers right now. Zach Guy in the backfield, both tight ends, just like they've been all game. Play action fake here. Working out to the left side. Has a wide receiver wide open. That's a great challenge there by number 11, McGwee. You feel like if he's unable to get there, Zach Guy was running free up the hash there after the play action fake.
Well, he's definitely been the highlight of the Legacy defensive line tonight. He's been about the only guy who's been able to get any penetration against the Chapparel offensive line.
Yeah.
Absolutely, and without question, he all but saved a touchdown there for the Lightning. Going to bring up a 2nd and 10 from the 49 once again. I'd be expecting a run here if I was the Lightning defense. But you never know with this experienced quarterback in. It is a give up the middle to Zach Guy. Met at the line of scrimmage by number 15, Bublitz. Be a gain of about 3 on the run. Zach Guy did a great job there at lowering the shoulder and continuing to get yards even after contact. Bring up a 3rd and 7 here for the Wolverines as they bust into Lightning territory. Lightning 48 right here. This has been the area of weakness, though, for the Lightning tonight. Getting off the field on 3rd down. You'll see if they're able to do so here.
Yeah, I would expect number 80 from Chapparel to get the ball here if they decide to throw it.
Seems to be a pretty winning formula. 2 tight ends set. Number 12 taking his time, drops back, looks to get the ball out of his hands, able to do so. Completed to number 84, Van Manen, and that will move the chains. Looks like there's a Legacy Lightning player down and hurt on the play. I'll get you a number here in a second. He's walking around.
22. That looks like 22. He's shaken up. It doesn't look like it's a lower body injury. He took a hit to the head.
Well, with all the emphasis this year, obviously, on concussions, you can never be too careful when it comes to this. After all, these are young men who have the whole rest of their lives ahead of them. You don't want to be jeopardizing those precious years ahead for something like this.
Especially in a game that's all but over at this point. You know, better safe than sorry.
Both sidelines on their knees here. We'll go ahead and take an opportunity to go and thank our Silterhar sponsors one more time.
Chupa chupa ooh. Chupa chupa ooh. Chupa chupa ooh.
At Silterhar Motors, we are laser focused on providing a precise, transparent buying experience for all of our customers. And now, you can lease a 2011 Ford Escape for only $299 a month.
DVD. Cha cha cha. Chupa chupa ooh. Chupa chupa ooh.
Why is he wearing a cape?
Thinks it makes him putt better.
He's gonna need a lot more than a cape.
Shaking up on the play, that was number 23, the sophomore linebacker Connor Connolly. He was able to walk off under his own strength. Looks like it might be a bit of a neck or head injury. Trainer's working on the sideline with him here. It doesn't appear to be terribly serious. We will definitely keep an eye on him and let you know whether or not he makes his way back into the game. Nonetheless, 1st and 10 from the 39 for Chapparel here. Power set, 2 tight ends with a wing on the left side and a fullback. Give is on that left side to number 33, Zach Guy once again. Gain. Gain of about 8 or 9 on the play. Possibly 10. Looks like it might be enough for a first down. Check the official spot. Gain of 8. It'll bring up 2nd and 2. Once again, quite a few dark jerseys around Zach, but he's able to continue to make people miss, be shifty, and continue to move forward. 2nd and 2 from the 31 here for Chapparel. Two tight ends set. Kuhn's definitely taking his time, showing his experience and couth as a quarterback. Play action off that left side. McGwee in his face. Completes it over the middle nonetheless to number 84, Van Manen again.
These 2 tight ends for Chapparel, unbelievable.
Pretty unstoppable. When you have a running game like they've had all night tonight that Legacy has seemingly not had much of an answer for, you throw play action in there and tight ends are pretty threatening places to go.
Especially when, as a defense or as a coach on the sideline, you know exactly who the quarterback wants to throw to.
But that running game complements the play action so well right now. It's a pretty unstoppable tandem. Bring up 1st and 10 down to the 13-yard line. Kuhn's waiting for the last possible second. Snap the ball, give on the right side. Able to make a guy miss. Gain of maybe 1. Not much there happening for Guy.
That guy.
Just under 4 minutes left to play here for the Lightning. 2nd and 9 from the 12-yard line. 13-yard line, excuse me. Kuhn's once again taking his time, barking out his signals, making sure that his entire offense is set and ready to go. For the record, number 23, Connor Connolly is back in the game at middle linebacker. Play action fake here. Gets the ball out of his hands quickly. Completed to Van Manen once again. We'll check it and see if it's enough for a first down or not. completed in front of number 47, Connor Ayers. And it looks like it will bring up a third and about 2 for the Chapparel offense. And this just goes to show the talent that you truly have at the quarterback and tight end position. This is usually the time of a game where you're gonna pretty content with pounding and running the ball, but they're able to show how consistent they can be and productive they can be and continue to throw the ball. Looking for the fade to the left side here and completed. Looks like that's number 18, Dustin Dobbs. That'll push the score to 30-10, pending a field goal here.
And this Legacy defense has just had no answer for all the weapons on the Chapparel offense.
Be Sawyer Edward on for the kick. It is up and good through the uprights. Number 10, Cole Lehman, was the holder right there. He's a sophomore quarterback. For my checking on the roster right here, he's the only other quarterback on, well, nope, check that, number 15, Kyle Gallup, also a sophomore. Those two would be sure to take over the duties in the following years after the very productive Max Kuhn moves on after this final year. One more opportunity here for the Lightning special teams to show all the work they've put in. That return team will head on out there. Got number 22, Drew Hebel deep, and number 25, Chase Cavell back to return for the Lightning. As has been all game, number 27, Sawyer Edwards, will handle the kicking duties for Chapparel. See if he'll put it in the end zone like he's done fairly consistently tonight. As he's moving forward, the kick is up. Looks like it'll be deep enough once again to force the touchback, bring it out to the 20-yard line for the Lightning offense. Number 10, Steven Yoshihara, once again leads his troops out onto the field. 2:53 left to play here at North Stadium.
2 punts in this game.
That's it.
Just to kind of reiterate all the points that we've talked about how the Legacy Lightning have had drives but unable to finish on the entire night. Both teams have only punted twice, showing the kind of offensive juggernauts that both these teams have been out there. The difference, once again, being Chapparel's been able to capitalize and score touchdowns. Legacy Lightning, not so much.
Should be incomplete. Shouldn't it? They're calling it.
Wow. I don't know if I agree with that call. Looked more like an incomplete pass to me, but the referees say otherwise. They're going to say that is a catch and fumble.
That is definitely not a catch and fumble.
Completely disagree with that call, but it is what it is. The Chapparel defense is able to score and tack on another touchdown here, pushing this score to nothing more than a rout as a 37-10 ball game.
And if you're the Legacy Lightning, when it rains, it pours, I guess. Because it definitely did not look like number 14 had caught it and had 2 foot down and made a football move before the ball came out. But
well, it's a tough one. You know, they experienced a tough call last week with the Broomfield game. There was a final play right there that they kind of had the wrong end of the call there, and once again it seems to hurt him here. Obviously this isn't as close of a game, but nonetheless hurts just as much. Kick is up and good for number 27, Edwards. And looks like we'll do it all again. Got the Lightning return game out there. That's a tough one. I don't even think a lot of the Lightning offense seemed to respond after that ball because they thought it was just an incomplete pass.
yeah, no, it's almost as if everyone just kind of stopped.
Nonetheless, regardless of whether or not you agree with the call, you know, you hope your kids continue to play through it. And
well, unfortunately, you know, in high school football, you don't have the luxury of a replay. So it is, you know, a lot of times these refs obviously make a call based off what they see in full speed. So it's tough. I mean, you have to feel for the Legacy team, but obviously the refs, they don't have a chance to go back and look at it to make sure they made the right call.
yeah, and in all fairness, you know, our perspective is slightly biased. We obviously want to see Lightning doing well out there, but nonetheless, it's a tough one for them. His Chase Cavill, number 35, his foot just touches the line. That'll be another touchback. Bring the ball out to the 20, and we'll do it all again. Number 10, Stephen Yoshihara, leading his troops back out. Take off from the 20-yard line. Looking to make something out of this final drive with 2:39 left to play. Looks like number 34, Fidel Paris, is out of the game. His night will be over, it appears. Two wide receivers split to each side here for Yosh. Number 14, Travis Baum in motion. Number 42, offsides, gets the hard count. Talked about him earlier in the game. That is R.J. Martin, a junior linebacker for Chapparel Wolverines. They're unable to draw him offsides. It'll bring up a 1st and 5 situation.
I mean, and if you're a Legacy Lightning fan, you gotta, obviously the score's a little hard to swallow, but it's definitely been a good showing for the offense. I mean, the offense has done some really good things. I mean, even recently, they've been down and they've continued to fight. They've continued to move the ball downfield. It's just, again, those silly, really kind of just silly mistakes and fumbles and stuff have cost them a couple points. So it's definitely unfortunate, but there's a lot you can hang your hat on if you're a Legacy Lightning fan.
Well, it's tough. This will push the Lightning record to 1-2 on the season. Definitely not the way that they wanted to see themselves after that early Week 1 dominant performance over Bear Creek. And this is really one of those turning points for a football program. You look at it as you started off with a great Week 1 win. You had a tough Week 2 loss to a hometown rival, and then you come out here against a very highly touted and highly ranked Chapparel team. And quite frankly, get it handed to you. So it's really this opportunity for that team to kind of see what happens, see what kind of character they have, and see what comes out.
Yeah, no, that's just what I was going to say. I feel like this is going to be a good measuring stick, I think, for the Lightning. It's, their season could go really either way at this point, and you have to respond and see how they respond next week.
That's number 28, Tayton Peterson. He's a junior running back for the Lightning, taking over the duties for Fidel Paris. His run off the right side will make it a 3rd and 4 once again, after the loss on the previous play. 3 wide receivers split to that left side. Motion from number 19. Ball out of the hands, completed to Matthews. Looks like it will be enough for a Lightning 1st down. Well, and I'd be interested to see what the final stats were, but this has to be one of the most passing attempts that the Lightning have had in a game in some recent time.
Oh, and they've definitely had some good passes. Yosh came in, and he definitely stepped up. He kind of built off where he was last time I had saw him play, and he came in and he really ran this offense, commanded the offense, and put in some really good balls to his wide receiver.
Absolutely, and once again, we talked about from the 20 to 20 hasn't really seemed like the issue for the Lightning this game. It's been more that goal line kind of area. Ball completed over the left side to number 81, Aaron Edwards. That looks like that'll be enough for a 1st down as well. I believe he got out of bounds. 43 seconds left to play in the game here. Chapparel up 38-10. Clock is moving. Just over 40 seconds left to play still. Stephen Yosh did a great job there. The pocket was kind of collapsing around him a little bit, getting some heavy outside pressure, but he was able to step up in the pocket like you expect all good young quarterbacks to do. Get that ball out of hands.
Yeah, he's kept his poise all night, which has been very impressive.
Absolutely. Tough one there, looking to go deep, and it was covered up. Came back over the middle, has an incomplete pass for Yosh. Still, you got to admire his pocket presence and his ability this game to just stay in the pocket, stay calm. We saw earlier the completion to Fidel for the touchdown was a check down, much like the route he just tried hitting right there. Bring up a 2nd and 10 with 10.7 seconds to play. This could be the last play for the Lightning tonight. Trips wide receivers into the boundary. Aaron Edwards, the lone receiver on the right side. The give will be up the middle to number 28, Tayton Peterson, and that'll probably ring the end of the game here. Final score 38-10. Chapparel definitely showing a dominant performance, at least on the scoreboard. Not saying that it wasn't a dominant performance as well on the field, but definitely one of those that the Lightning had their opportunities and were unable to capitalize.
Yeah, I mean, this really is a classic example, I think, of Legacy just running into a very hot team, a very good team, and, this was a good measuring stick. I think the coaches learned a lot about their players, obviously take away a few things that the team can work on, which is encouraging. The things that they obviously did wrong were turnovers and silly penalties, but those are easily fixed, and I think Voorhees and the entire coaching staff will definitely get to work on Monday kind of addressing those needs.
Absolutely, and it'll be interesting to see exactly how severe number 7, the senior quarterback Pat Medina's injury really is. Nonetheless, you feel like Yosh gave you enough this game to win the game, quite frankly, for you. And you just got to find a way, if you're that Lightning offense, to fix two things. One, no more turnovers. You can't have 3 turnovers and expect to win a game. Same thing last week when they played Broomfield. You have 4 turnovers as an offense and lose the game by a field goal. You feel like you're definitely in both of these games. Not necessarily on the scoreboard when it came to this Chapparel loss, but it's definitely something that the Lightning have been competitive every game this year. And you definitely want to see how they're able to respond. This can definitely be one of those turning points in the season for them.
No, absolutely. I mean, this is definitely that I think this is that key game on their schedule. Obviously, the scoreboard is a little bit lopsided. It probably shouldn't have been that lopsided, especially with that last fumble return interception that they did, or fumble recovery touchdown that they had there. But I mean, yeah, it is encouraging. I mean, really all you can do is just kind of go back to the drawing board and work on, look at what worked, what didn't work, and just hopefully the next week's game against Fort Collins, that they can play a little bit better, and that's really what you're expecting. But this Chapparel team is for real. I mean, they are the number 2 team in the state for a reason, so.
Absolutely. It'll be a short week of preparation for the Lightning as they play Fort Collins once again back here at North Stadium at 7 p.m. on Thursday. That's September 20th. During that time, over the short week, you want to be able to shore up some of the little things you had issues with as a Legacy Lightning, and I'm sure that coaching staff is going to emphasize, ball security. Once again, we talked about the fact that, the Chapparel Wolverines were able to force a couple of turnovers, but it wasn't anything they really did to force those turnovers. You had 2 pretty bad fumbles in your own red zone on simple, miscommunication and meshes that just cannot happen out there. So, this Lightning will have 6 days to prepare and get ready for their next game against Fort Collins next Thursday. Definitely be sure to tune in if you're unable to make the game at North Stadium. We will be once again on chassa.tv/legacy. Can turn in for all the live action of the Legacy Lightning as they take on the Lampkins of Fort Collins. Any final thoughts, Chris?
No, I mean, it's unfortunate. I mean, obviously I'm not out there, and I feel for those players. It is hard, I think, after you kind of take a beating like that to kind of keep your head held high and look for the positives. But I know this coaching staff, they do a great job of really kind of looking for those positives, and they kind of shine light on them when it's hard to see them. And I think that's exactly what this team's going to need against Fort Collins, because Fort Collins is always a good team. It always makes for a good atmosphere, and these players are going to have to go in just as confident into that game as they did this game. And I think the coaching staff will have them ready, and I look forward to it. Thursday night will be fun.
Absolutely, and you look at the fact that the Lightning football schedule, this stretch of 3 games, including tonight, is 3 straight where they will be at home. After that point, they will only have 1 other home game the rest of the 4 games on their schedule. So following the Chapparel game, we'll be at home against Fort Collins next Thursday. Then the following Friday will be against A West. That's homecoming. That's Friday, September 28th. That'll be the final game, as I mentioned, at a home destination for Lightning until once again following the 18th of October. So you can see that if they're going to turn this season around and get things turned in the right direction again, they're going to need to take care of it over this home stretch in the next couple of games.
Not to mention the latter part of their schedule is filled with some pretty good teams as far as Ralston Valley, and Ralston Valley's pretty good. Fairview's always pretty good as well.
Pomona's obviously first in the state, so the schedule doesn't get much easier from here. But if you're the Lightning football program, you look at what you can accomplish, which is taking care of business 6 days from now, Thursday night against Fort Collins here at North Stadium. Once again, my name is Nick Edwards. I'd like to thank you again for tuning in and sticking through tonight with us.
This is Chris Brown. Obviously, it's been a pleasure, and we do apologize for any of the extra noise that you guys were hearing. We were sharing a booth with two of the reporters here that are locally, and they were doing some news coverage so they can write some articles about this game. So again, we apologize for that. Hopefully next week we can get some of these kinks worked out and hopefully a little bit more quiet, and so you don't get any of the background noise.
But nonetheless, we do appreciate you tuning in. Definitely be able to share the word if you're unable to attend next week's game. We'd love to have you in attendance online or in person, whatever's able to work for you. Once again, we'd like to thank you for tuning in, thanking all of Lightning Nation out there, and we'll go ahead and sign off. Have a great night, everyone.
Nick and Chris out. Just hit that. Let's take this biatch apart.